I will always say that somebody knows and that somebody's me, and I'm just not going to tell because that's no fun. And also, hi, chat.
Hi, chat.
Yeah, the great old one. That's probably what I'm gonna
Let
do.
there be dice.
Let there be
boy.
dice.
Well, Legend, roll a D10 of fate. Or you're
I don't
busy,
have
though.
my sheet open.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll do it. You're busy.
No. This is my job. I'll get there.
I'm still doing it.
Your D10 of 10. D10 of 10 is fake. Yep, that's what I said. Your D10 of fate is fake.
What if you also roll a 5?
I've seen 3 rolls and no answers.
What? What was the question?
Wait, there was a question?
Yeah. How is fate determining y'all today? I'm gonna refresh the fucking page. Well,
I also need to refresh.
I rolled a 9.
so did
Let's go with Zaci's.
Legend.
Alright. We're going with 9. Mine sucks anyways.
Will's looks accurate.
I have the realistic one.
Is this gonna be too loud? I hope not. Let's find out.
Oh god.
Ignore this roll. Oops. No, that's not too loud. Cool.
Okay.
I mean, oh, you
I
have
turned
two
down.
names.
I turned down my volume for the dice rolls
Ah.
because it was getting really loud.
Yeah, you can
They're
always
not
hear
quiet,
them.
I will agree.
Is the game log just not catching for me?
Can you kill them?
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't updating for me either.
Kill every last one of them.
Alright, someone roll something, please.
I'm about to.
Okay.
Bam.
Of
And
course.
now it's being slow on my end too. Wow.
Hey, look.
Okay.
Hey, look, my nat 1.
Yeah,
Everything is in the
not,
mail.
Yeah, everything is just slow to load. Just gotta refresh every roll, it seems.
Oh god.
Andy is
That's
broken.
obnoxious.
Okay, we're just gonna have to announce our rolls in Legend. You're just gonna have to trust us.
I will see them eventually.
Yeah, I mean, if you refresh, they seem to go through.
Yeah.
But eventually, it'll probably be too late for them to matter.
I mean,
Everyone, be honest, okay?
I'm gonna refresh everything. I'm gonna let chat see what the fuck's going on.
I'm not gonna cheat at D&D.
I mean, again, if you try to cheat, the rolls will go through eventually.
Yeah. Either the rolls will go
Yeah.
through, or I will just check.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna say there has only been one instance where I would consider that cheating, and it was when I rolled 2 2s. Session.
Recap.
Oh,
Windiest
please, no.
sandwiches. Do what? I don't have a grandma recap. There's no grandma for grandma
Don't
to
remind
recap.
me.
While the assemblage were taken by the darkness, the world began its fall towards ruin. The blood-stained moon rises, basking the world in its crimson light. The souls of the slain return and riot, endangering those unlucky enough to survive. The souls are guided by the hatred of Yumi. Beneath the Birabudo pyramid, his rage pulses, drawing energies from any foolish enough to approach it. Reaching out to the lost, the voice of Casimir searches for life through the borrowed stone. 5 suns until asking, and then waiting 5 suns more. His search was consistent, his calls for waking falling on dead ears. Within the shroomed lodge, the lost band returned from whence they were sent. Their sole guide directed them with only a single name, Galgastani Castle. Returning to the 7 farms, the plucky party learned of their surroundings. They learned of a pit which leads to darkness, of an armory rusted from ill use, of a tunnel towards the frozen underlands, of a hollow filled with shining basins, and of a gymnasium burrowed into a shroom. pushing towards the ancient Galgastani castle. They worked through the night, pumping up with a clap, heading beyond, heading towards an eerie log cabin. Rather to approach trouble than to be approached. I should have given that a test read previously.
Alright. Reminder that me
Fine.
and Doc have advantage on things.
Physical
what
Strength
things?
and con.
Strength and con?
And Dex.
Dex and con.
Hey.
Oh. Thanks.
Anyways, I have a vision. We slept.
You didn't.
The sun has
things-
risen is more
The
accurate.
day has
In-
passed.
Okay. Well, goodbye, D
I'm
train.
not. I'm not visioning right now though.
We have lost a D-Train.
You
We are
guys
down
don't
to
have
a
any
reasonable
more.
party of
Yeah.
5.
You guys don't have any
Reasonable.
more exhaustion.
Going to dinner and may or may not be back.
That's fair.
Oh yeah, shout out to Zatsu not letting us get exhaustion.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, where's the map?
At the cost of not having a
Right.
5th level spell slot.
We
this-
were going like north,
Yeah.
like west, right?
I think that's what.
Yes, towards the cabin.
Hmm?
It was
What
the
happened?
northeast, wasn't it?
Northeast, yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're on
Uh,
the northeast path from the middle.
So,
The-
from the middle, you're on the northeast path towards the shroom. I didn't draw the other two, apparently. I didn't take a picture of it, maybe.
Yeah, in map, there's paths going northwest from the shroom.
There's 3 paths going from the shroom, right?
Yes,
One
there are
of
3
them's
paths.
going northeast, and we don't want to go that way.
The northeast one
Right.
is going towards the seat of the Dragon Queen. The north center one is going
How's
towards.
that what that is?
North center, that's the one we took.
Yeah, that's the one you took. And the left one is would be taking you somewhere else. Which I didn't draw a picture for, but I guess I should do that.
Which I
eventually.
think
Samuel.
mentioned a dragon or something that way.
I
There's
think
a
so.
lot
That
of
sounds right.
dragons down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprising number of
Don't they live
dragons.
in mountains, not caves?
You're in a mountain, technically.
We have a
Yeah, we are
variety of
in-
habitats.
What are
We're
their
in a
wings
cave
for then?
Some of them fly around down here.
Yeah, it's pretty big down here.
Alright, onwards and forwards we go.
Yes.
I'm drawing the
Yes.
rest of the map so I can send it to y'all.
Updated map. Let's go.
I mean, not immediately.
I wanna.
We'll get there when we get there.
Yeah.
Soon, TM.
It'll happen. It's in the mail.
Hopefully. We could die before we get there, you never know.
I mean, we are down 2 party members.
It's in the mail.
I never know how to feel when people steal my lines.
Proud. You should feel proud.
Yeah.
You should be like, oh, I raised that boy.
I mean, I am generally proud when someone steals my
I
lines.
raised that boy. I don't know if I did a good job.
My God. Oh man.
The answer's no, legend.
What can I say? They shouldn't have been there.
I say,
Welcome. Yeah, this is the joke that both me and Will chose.
Listen,
Man, now I want
that's
to see, what is it? Is it Maui? I think it's Maui. Just like,
Moana
Moana.
is the movie. The dude is Maui.
so I knew that I was flipping between Moana and Maui, and I couldn't remember which one was the movie and which one was the dude who's actually singing, and I was right.
You're right, you did not know.
Okay.
hmm
Yeah.
But you're right, you were also correct.
Anyways, I want to see some edit of him just like doing that first part of the song. What can I say? Except he shouldn't have been there.
Well, now we need to get someone with that kind of voice saying he shouldn't have been there to sing song kind of way.
I'm in there.
No.
Honestly-
You don't need the same voice. You
No,
like
we
you can just
need
put
this
a
to
really
be
gritty,
high
deep
budget.
voice there.
You really shouldn't
We
have been
need
there.
this to be high class, okay?
This is
Nah,
as
we
I
need
can
the
get.
Whiplash experience where it's just happy sing song and then he shouldn't have been there.
But like, you can't have too much whiplash because then they're just gonna be like, "What just happened?" They're not gonna know what
Shouldn't have
happened.
been there.
They have to know what you did to them.
I mean,
Actually,
so
that's
I'm going to
not
interrupt right now and say I will call The Rock and ask him for that. Don't worry. I'm sure he will do something.
Thanks, bud.
Welcome. Moving on.
So where?
So we've been to the forge. We're at the gym right now.
There's now a new map.
We should be in
Cave.
the tunnel to the log cabin, which is now marked.
And then the log cabin leads us to the plains, where there's apparently a dragon.
Yes.
We'll be fine, probably.
As you continue
let's
down the
go.
path of the beyond the gymnasium, let's call it, the tunnel starts to tighten. It is smaller than the other tunnels. You would be surprised if any of the participants from the prior gym were able to move through it effectively. It is starting to get small enough that you cannot walk side by side. I need a marching order.
Probably me
I'm like third, I guess.
with like a torch or something.
Okay.
I mean, I've been our little
Doc
cantrip
Xenia Squishy's
lights.
Arky. Or,
I mean,
excuse me,
can I just like?
Doc Will Squishy's me.
No, the fairy is small. Fairy is in front, like a flashlight.
Yes. As
Alright.
always.
Xenia, Kaladar, Nasira, Hippo, Arcalcos. I used both, so I know I'm right and I'm wrong, and I don't care.
And an ethereal, whoever else.
Yeah, they're also
no.
there.
somewhere.
Trixie exists, and Soup went into the backpack.
Trixie
Something.
exists. Trixie is having a further discussion, and Suplex is taking a nap.
Trixie's
Let's
at the
go.
gym.
Yeah, Trixie's been I fucking lost that word suddenly. Distracted.
Distracted.
Huh.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug. As you continue marching through, the tunnel seems to wind and grow. It is definitely single file marching orders. I want. Let's go with Xenia. Make a perception check.
Yes.
And this is why the fairy isn't in front.
Can I guidance?
Sure.
Now that I'm trying to remember it more often. It's still not great. It's a 9.
9 total?
Did you
9
not
total.
9 total. 9?
You didn't nat one, did you?
No.
No.
Far from it.
He.
I
Xenia
rolled
has
an
a
8.
negative.
Minus
That's
2.
a -2
Oh,
on perception
okay.
checks.
Jesus.
Ouch.
This is why the
Um,
fairy doesn't lead unless it's dark.
I mean,
Did we count my first day of crafting as the workout was happening?
yes.
Wait, did I
Okay.
Roll a d20
did I
for
already
me.
do the way and woe?
I
You
need
have
to roll
not.
a d20.
You
It
need to
is
roll a
No.
okay.
Both you and Zazu need to roll a d20.
I didn't remember if I did or not. That is a 11.
I have a 19.
Odd.
11 and 19. I
I
hope
don't
fucking
want
D&D
to feel
Beyond gets
left out. I'm
updated.
gonna roll a d20 too.
Roll a d20 to see how salty you are after yesterday.
Okay,
I got a
have
16. It's
You're
not
fairly
high enough.
salty.
Odd is
Not high enough.
Odd is way.
what?
Whoa, I mean.
Whoa.
Negative.
Okay, cool. I'm okay with this.
Xenia got a 9. Okay. You
Fine.
noticed nothing.
That's
as-
concerning.
Why? You just noticed nothing. There's nothing to be concerned about, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as we're like going past, can more of us try seeing it?
Your tone says different.
The fairy's small. I should be able to see around the fairy.
Sure. Roll perception at disadvantage.
Yeah,
it's
just like you try to see the card that the headlight belongs to
I'm
when it's
going to
oncoming.
roll higher than you somehow still.
If I'm third, can I also?
No.
Okay.
I mean, everyone's in front of you is in the way. It's single file.
Yeah.
Fair.
Everyone behind Calidar probably can't see. Everyone behind Hippo
Yes.
Super can't see.
Yeah.
So, which means Arcalcos and Trixie theoretically, but Trixie's not rolling dice tonight. As you keep making your way through the tunnel, again, it's tight, it's windy. There's nothing obvious that you've noticed through the tunnel. The tunnel starts to enlarge at one point though, and it feels like almost you're able to take a breath again. The tunnel wasn't tight enough to prevent you from deep breathing in deeply, but it felt so congested that you felt like I've been saying, claustrophobic. The tunnel was tight around you. Though that being said, with the height of both Hippo and Calidar, you were probably ducking a little bit.
Awesome.
Mhm.
As the tunnel opens, it starts to open up into a large cavern. And ahead of you, you see this cabin made of distinct dark brown wood. The logs do not appear to have any nails in. They're folded over each other in large circles on the end. The door seems to be ajar just slightly. There's a warm red light coming from within. It seems to light the cavern. There's no mushrooms in this large cavern. The full light comes from just the opening of this cabin. There is a window off to the right side that appears to have a glass sheen to it, and you can see the same warm light coming from the window.
We can't see if anyone's in it besides just the light.
From just entering the cavern, you don't see anything else beyond just the light. You can approach it and check if you want.
Sure.
Okay. Approaching the door, approaching the window, how?
I want to approach the window.
Are you just walking, slithering? Are you sneaking?
Sneaking and peeking my head
Okay.
into the window.
Roll a stealth check.
Alright.
I have to keep going back to my computer because I have to refresh.
That would be a 12.
You feel relatively hidden. You slither on ahead of the party, trying to keep low to the ground. You go over a couple of rocks that do turn over and move, but you think you're still being relatively quiet when you get there. You slide up the edge of the building and sort of peek through the window. The cabin looks fairly large. You can see actually, while the front appears to be just a single room, as you look into through the window, you see a number of other rooms towards the back. It looks fairly comfortable. There is a large cavernous fireplace in the middle of the room that does go up in a stone pillar. And a large roaring fire in there. Just ahead of the fire or on top of the fire is a small pot, a small cauldron that's maybe a foot circular that's hanging off a large metal rod. Ahead of that is a large table that looks like it could fit 6 people. There are a number of chairs scattered across the room. And at that table, on a single chair, appears to be an old woman who's slowly eating a bowl of soup. Well, using a spoon to eat some liquid from this bowl. This room has a number of additional chairs in it, and you can see there are other rooms, but those other rooms are dark. You can't see them from the window.
Okay. I
Sarah, what do you see?
just tell him all that because I couldn't.
Are you going back, or are you just saying it?
Am I far enough to be able to whisper to him?
You can try.
like a loud whisper.
You can definitely try.
I'll try that.
All right, roll another stealth check.
All right. Do I have? Yeah. Dirty 20.
I want everyone in the party to roll a perception check. Everyone who's not Nasira.
That's what I'm talking about.
22 for me.
Hippo.
25,
16.
I should say.
Dude,
More than average.
Is this a site based? Do I get advantage?
No, it's
No.
sound based.
Okay, that's why I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
I hear with the 16.
I'm waiting for Hippo to roll so I can get them all at once.
5.
Oh no.
I don't think
Hippo
I hear
does
that.
not hear.
Hippo's sort of looking around. This is a different looking. There's no mushrooms or nothing like that. You're sort of distracted by this room. The rest of the party, yeah, you can hear Nasira relatively well. She's a bit quiet, but Xenia, you're barely able to make out what she's saying. Kaldor and Arcalcos, you make it out perfectly fine.
I go back over to the group.
Roll another
I've
stealth
like
check.
much else left to do. Okay.
Oh, so
Is it too late to guidance that?
What?
you did clear it before to roll usually.
Okay.
You have your 10.
Huh?
Um,
Yeah.
you
10.
you make it back. You feel like you're stumbling over the rocks a little bit, but you feel like every time you look over there, you don't see any movement over your shoulder towards the cabin. You don't see any movement. It seems like you were stealthy enough.
Okay.
Well, if it's just some old lady having breakfast, I don't think we have any reason to
Guys,
bother her.
it's-
Should we get moving?
It's a single old lady by herself in the middle of nowhere in the Underdark.
Definitely suspicious.
I think we should avoid her.
I mean, do we
Because-
remember? Do we remember what the guy at the gym said about this place? They said something. I don't remember. Because we
They-
were planning to avoid this cabin. I just don't remember why.
We were in a
Oh,
rush.
yeah.
I don't think we had any information on who or what was living here.
No, they said something.
Yeah, they said something about the cabin. I just don't remember what.
Trollius going back looking through notes.
No, I'm not looking through shit. I know what they said. I'm just not saying anything.
Well, I mean, we would remember.
Yeah, the
Theoretically,
party would remember, but
The party would remember. For them, it's been a day. For us, it's been a week. Okay.
someone roll a history check.
I got it.
Okay.
okay.
Okay, Calamar
Dirty
would
20.
probably
Dirty
not
20.
remember.
You remember they thought the place was creepy. You don't know why, but they thought it was creepy. Also, mind you, the tunnel was incredibly tight. You're not really sure if they could get through the tunnel.
Right.
So it may have just been like they find the tunnel creepy. You're not positive.
Okay.
They didn't specify about anything who lived in the cabin. They just said that it was creepy.
I guess that's. Well, yeah, my
I mean,
vote is still on avoiding the old,
same.
very suspicious lady in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
have no reason to stop here.
I don't know why y'all are so suspicious. Just looks like she was having breakfast. We just don't need to bother her.
Well, think about it, Ark. It's
She's in the
a
middle of
hostile,
nowhere.
dangerous area. Old woman by themselves probably wouldn't, last super long. Let alone have a whole built cabin down here.
Maybe
Yeah,
you
but
should
she
just
lives
let her
right
go.
next door to like a cult of buff dudes. She's fine.
Does anyone
we
have a
just
The
passive?
same
established
cult of,
couldn't come here.
the same
Anyone have a
cult of
what?
buff dudes who said this place is creepy.
Interrupt you
anyone
real
have
quick.
a-
Does anyone have a passive perception of 18 or above?
No.
It would be Trixie, but if you're counting her as not participating, then I don't think anyone gets close.
Okay, continue.
I do.
Does
I have a 17.
I said 18.
18 or above.
Oh, I
does
know,
that eye cape do anything for that?
but it's close.
No,
Yeah.
Okay.
not in this situation.
Okay.
Man, 18 is ridiculous for the passive check.
No kidding. That's high.
Okay.
Damn.
Anyways, I guess are we in consensus? We're just gonna avoid this.
Yeah.
I'm with Kalidar.
Yeah.
I
All
don't
right,
wanna.
and
I don't want to bother to this.
it's dark in this one, isn't it? You said it wasn't very lit up.
There's no light except coming from the cabin.
Can we see any exits?
As you begin to look back, see if you can see beyond the cabin, you see the door has been open and the old woman just standing there. She's, "Do you dearies want to come in?"
And I keep on walking.
No,
No,
we're
we're in
good.
a
Thanks
we're
for
in a
the
bit of a
offer.
rush. Thanks for the offer, though.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I could help you. There aren't very many travelers over here. I get so very lonely.
We're running behind schedule as
Can
it
I
is.
can I like roll insight on that?
Sure, roll insight, Calder.
I'm probably Flash of Geniusing this. I don't remember if you want me to declare that before or after I see the roll.
I wanna g-
12.
I want a guidance.
Board
Jesus,
roll.
guys.
So Flash of Genius, I'll allow guidance. I won't, because you
Okay.
need to say if you want to do guidance, at least give me a little bit of like
Yeah,
beforehand.
I
Like,
gotcha.
You have let me Flash of Genius before you tell me what the result was, but after I see the number on the die before, that was the question I was
Yeah.
asking.
Yes, that's when you Flash of Genius.
I will not do it on a 12.
Seems. I mean, she seems like she's not lying. Like she seems genuine. She seems like she's lonely down here. Probably doesn't get very many visitors.
Mm-mm.
Look, we're
If
running
she's not,
behind
we could-
schedule. We're just passing through. Don't mind us.
Yeah.
We could ask her where an exit is.
We can see
I-
the exit.
We're moving.
We-
Okay.
Yeah. No.
As you begin to sort of walk past, you can see you're able to sort of see her. She looks very disappointed, sort of downtrodden, leaning over, clutching her little staff. Her hands are shaking a little bit as you walk by.
Hands are shaking?
Yeah, like she's
She's old.
she's old. She's
Oh.
having
Yeah.
like her
Yeah,
hands are
not
shaking,
weak
holding
like
on the staff.
Scared shaking. Okay.
Not no, not scared, just like sort of, you know that old person quiver, don't you?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's old.
Yeah, she's old.
Yeah.
I didn't know how old we were talking. Okay.
She's looks quite old. You roll a perception check for me, and I can tell you, and depending on what you roll, I can tell you how old she looks.
Okay. Rolling another perception.
I-
That's
It's also partially on the party to like say anyone want to guidance this before they click the die, because if you just click it instantly, there's no window to guidance.
Yeah.
What's your roll, Will? Because I'm not at my computer.
it's not loading. Okay. It is a 14.
She looks above 60 or 70. You can't get an exact age, but she looks fairly old. Her skin's wrinkled, white hair pulled back, stuff like that.
Dang.
Like, again, like she has that sort of old person shake, that not all elderly people have, but definitely some do.
Yeah.
As you begin to walk around the side of the cabin, left or right?
Oh, the cabin's in the middle? I thought it was just off to the side.
No,
Let's
it's in the
go
middle.
right,
It's the
I
dead center of
guess.
this cabin, from the best you can tell.
Which side was the front door on, or did we approach the front?
The front door is in the front.
Is the chimney centered or on the side?
Center front.
Do y'all have a preference, or do you want me to roll a
I
die for
went
odds left, even right? Right?
I'll follow
Right's
Kalidar.
fine.
Okay.
I
I'm
was gonna say
not.
right anyway.
I'm not participating in this. I'm not
As
getting
you
in.
shift around to the right, so you can still see the old woman sort of standing there, and she's not following you at all. She's not doing it. She's just sort of watching you as you walk by. The cabin's much deeper, much longer back than it originally appears. You can see how further into the back, as it is very dark in this cabin, you couldn't see before, it flares out in extra rooms. There aren't any windows back here, and you do see an extra chimney off to the left side, just barely in view. As you get around the back, you see a small little plot that looks like it could be a garden, but there's nothing growing in it. The land's tilled on the side you're on. There is a set of woods that look like it would have held up a scarecrow, but there's no scarecrow. It's just a set of 3 planks. Beyond the small fence, you can see that travels back towards another. The cavern travels back towards another opening in the wall in the back.
Onwards, I guess.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Nope. Not. Nope.
No.
No.
Oh
Like,
wait,
not,
now
not
would be a
doing this.
really good time to pop a vision.
No.
Keller, please. No.
I take a seat first, just in
On-
the middle of where we're going.
Okay.
I'm.
Keller.
Grab my
He's
notepad.
chosen to do things.
It's already too late.
Nina, you think what I'm thinking?
Yeah, I'm gonna drag him by his feet. Go.
Roll strength
I'm
check.
gonna
for
drag
me.
him as long as we don't drag his head across the ground.
All
Can I
right,
get some
I'll
paint?
I'll
and-
I'll pick up his legs. You pick up his arms. Let's go.
Both of you
Can I
roll a
jigglypuff
strength check.
him?
What were you saying, Zatsu?
Can
I have
jigglypuff?
advantage.
Can you? What do you want?
I
Zatsu,
can't see Doc's dice before you
He wants to
describe
draw on his
what's happening.
face.
I have a
Oh.
21.
roll
I'm
a
going to
Jigglypuff
Flash of
him?
Genius myself to 21 as well.
roll performance, Zatsu.
Cool. I also want a guidance.
What, yourself? Okay.
And then it's a D4. Okay. Where is the D4? There's the D4. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. It
Oh, he
looks
could have drawn
wonderful.
an artistic masterpiece on his face.
It's a penis. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
There was a delay. I want you to roll a d4 for me.
Okay. You have to pick which vision I get.
Oh no, there's another thing for the d4.
Awesome.
As you sit down, you sort of focus and you can see the world just sort of blanks around you. Everything becomes quiet. You see in your vision a large person seem to be kneeling next to some rubble on the road. It looks just crushed wood and something. You can't tell. It looks like something crashed almost. I'm bleeding from my hand. Something crashed. Something was crushed. You do see also in this mangled pile, there's definitely what appears may have been a corpse. Or a number of corpses. There's a lot of blood. It's the entire vision is just sort of red, so it's difficult to make for certain. But this large humanoid figure just sort of sitting there next to this pile on the side of the road, and just sort of it's you can see it sort of shaking. You can't really tell why. You don't hear anything. It's silent. Slowly you feel like there's someone approaching from behind. And as you turn, you see about 4 feet tall, about 5 feet with the long ears sticking up. This rabbit that looks familiar, that you think you've seen trying to be quiet, sneak around before.
On
Except,
roll history.
yeah, roll history.
I know who that is. That's the 16.
Yeah, that looks like the guy that was there when you snuck into um the mayor's office.
We got this dude's name in like a wanted poster.
You don't
Or
remember the
no.
name.
No, it was just he was on a wanted poster. Okay.
Yes. Well, his name was too, but you don't remember it because I haven't looked
That's
it up yet.
okay, sure, bud.
I mean, if you do, then you can, but I'm not telling you.
I don't.
Except he's got something drawn on his face.
What? Okay.
It's looks like it's marker or paint.
Huh?
Beside him, there's this knight in this beat up armor.
This was a long one.
It looks like it's the armor's painted like with wall paint.
Is it red?
It's definitely, I mean, everything's red, everything's crimson in this stream, but definitely looks like it's more red than others. And he's holding the bottom half, like it's a broadsword, but the top's just gone, so it's broken. He's wearing
Oh
this
boy.
large helmet, and he also has something painted on the helmet. It looks like it's the same design
Jesus
as
Christ.
the rabbit.
Same like insignia or something.
Yeah, it's like the curly mustache with like a monocle around one of the eyes. But it's on the armor
Okay.
face and also on the rabbit. And then you see off to the other side it's this man, he looks ragged, long hair, goatee, sort of. It looks like at one point was very
Okay,
well kept.
I need you to slow down real quick. I'm have to type a lot of info for this one.
Okay.
Okay, back up a bit to
Okay.
like the beginning of this section.
Dude, very large humanoid thing sitting with its back to you on the side of a road with
No, after the when you described what the emblem was.
okay. I mean it's a monocle and like a old like
Yeah.
50s evil villain mustache.
Going on from that, I mean.
You
It's the
see
last info I got.
another human looking man, disheveled hair. He has what appears at one point was a goatee that was probably once well kept, but is now looks like it's just been left to grow and left sort of wild. He also has the drawn on twirled mustache and monocle, and his clothing looks like it would be very well kept. Like it was very nice, very fine at one point. But again, it looks torn and beaten. It looks like he was probably stabbed through the shoulders and through the chest.
Okay.
And as you see him sort of say something, which you can't hear, it's silent, you can see fangs in his mouth.
Okay.
There's a pause as he
Like
stops.
he has fangs?
He has fangs.
Okay.
There's a pause, and this creature stands, and it's huge. You can
The
see
dude
it.
with fangs.
Do what?
The dude with fangs is the creature standing?
No, the creature that's next to the
There's
broken rubble.
It's a new one.
Oh no, the one that was the first thing I mentioned. The one that had
The
its back to
first
you.
thing. Okay.
It's huge. It stands up, and you can see it reaching over to this rubble and grabbing a massive club. It turns, and this creature has a single eye in the center of its head, and large, bulging muscles, and drawn around the eyes a little cartoon monocle with a cartoon twirly mustache on it. You can see it roar and raise the club as you begin to wake up.
The coworker standing next to me. I accidentally moved towards I started moving towards the right, and that's where he was standing, and so I almost cut off his leg,
this
but
is
he
back.
I'm
he
back.
jumped back. Yeah, welcome back.
Would you like to inform the stream of the changes that have been made?
There's definitely a monocle and villain-like curly mustache on Kaladar at this point, as he's being carried through the tunnels.
Oh, we made it to the tunnels?
You're walking through these. As you wait, Kaladar, you feel yourself sort of bouncing midair.
What? Okay, let me
As
just say, Focus, what the fuck? This is like 3 times as much information as every other fucking vision.
fair,
It was a long one.
it
yeah.
was.
Like,
There's a
my
reason for that.
God, dude.
You feel yourself bouncing as you feel something holding your feet and under your arms.
Oh,
Oh, good morning.
Good morning, sleepyhead.
Welcome back.
Hi, Kaladar.
You're definitely being carried by Alcalcus and Xenia, by the way.
how far we make it? How long was I out?
Like,
Well, you
5
see, we didn't want to
minutes.
stick around that part of town, so you were coming with us.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense, guys.
You're definitely in the tunnels. The tunnel is
Oh,
not as
okay.
congested as it was before. Kaladar, roll a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay. Disadvantage. Hey, that's pretty good.
I don't know if I refresh for the history check or not, but I'm gonna refresh now.
Oh, also Discord stream.
Do what?
Discord stream.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Man, I had this weird vision. It was that rabbit that was at that manor. You remember him?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he
At
was
where?
there. Good question. It was
I didn't understand what you said. Can you repeat it?
It's like, yeah, yo, you remember that rabbit from that stealth mission in the manor?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I saw him again. It was
How's
on
he
the
doing?
surface. Everything is not great up there still. It was really red. There was a really big dude with one eye. Some dude with red armor. It was weird. Everything like had a monocle and mustache like painted on it though. Every dude. Like the rabbit did. Like the dude in armor did. Even the big one-eyed thing had it. Must be
That's
like
weird.
some like insignia. They're on like this on like a team or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, that's sure. That's definitely what that is.
Yeah. Weird.
That definitely sounds like a weird, tradition that they had going on up there. A lot must have changed since we were gone.
Yeah, no
Everyone's
kidding.
commenting way too much on this. I'm gonna roll insight on some of that.
Okay, roll insight.
That's that 20.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
God.
This is contested, right? I'm rolling deception, probably.
Yeah, you can roll deception.
I will flash of genius myself to 22.
You're flying through those already. Okay.
I
Gotta
have
say,
two
a
left.
net. I still win on a net.
So
Oh, you have +6. I
Yeah.
should have read that. Okay.
I mean, you don't have
Oh,
to
well.
flash genius. That's something you would have known. So Kaladar, you definitely have a monocle and a cartoon mustache painted on your face at this point.
Who did it?
The one of us that has a paint set.
Look, this is just bound to happen since you keep voluntarily passing out in front of us.
You had to get Jigglypuffed eventually.
We weren't gonna stop her. It was funny.
It was kind of funny.
You mean while I go through my backpack, see what I can smack them with and not deal damage?
As a side note,
Throw the pebble at him.
Kaladar, keep in mind you only mentioned you didn't mention everyone I mentioned to you.
There was a lot. Okay, let me go through my fucking notes.
It sounded like at least 2 of the people from Endoberg.
Oh right, there was also somewhat ragged-looking fancy person that had fangs.
Make
Yeah.
that 3.
Now
That's
that's
just
everybody,
the
right?
Endoberg crew.
Right, we got large person kneeling next to some rubble.
No, that's everyone now.
Rabbit. Okay.
Almost the Endoberg crew. The rabbit was Castile. But didn't we see the rabbit again? I don't remember.
You had a
There was a
wanted
wanted poster for the rabbit.
Yeah. You did the same thing I did. Anyways, I'm gonna throw the pebble at Zatsu.
All right. Roll attack with the pebble.
I'm not raging. I cannot make it reckless.
There's a realistic chance you'd be angry at this concept,
That
but I don't think
hits.
you would waste a rage.
Yeah.
It
What you-
will heal you for, or it'll deal 4 damage in 1 heal.
Zatsu, take 3.
It did damage.
So I take 3.
You take 3.
Okay,
Man,
that was worth it.
spiking this pebble into your cranium. God.
Hey.
Wasn't the healing supposed to be 1d4 plus 1?
Yeah. So you heal
So
2, so you take
So
2.
2 health.
Oh, I heal too.
You heal. Well, you take 4 and you heal 2, so you lose 2 life because they're simultaneous.
I'm okay with this.
Alright, I dropped Cal's feet. He can walk on his own now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, buddy, up you go.
Just threw it while being dragged. I thought I'd gotten up by now.
Nope, this is how it played out now.
Yeah.
You had no vertical base and still spiked it for max value.
Yeah, you threw it straight down from where I was, from how things were for me.
As you continue to walk as a party, Nasir with an extra little lump on her head, Kaladar,
Worth it.
additionally technically hairier than he was before.
Oh, let me get into character. Need to get fancy.
You start to notice on this path ahead of you it appears to be grass, almost reeds. They're very short. But they're growing across the edges of this path you're walking down. This tunnel. The hell is this? Oh, sure. I got an email. You continue to walk out, and the reeds start becoming denser across the edges. They're still only about 3 to 4 inches tall. And then as you keep walking, you start to see lights ahead at the end of the tunnel. They are the same sort of dullish blue that has been lighting up with these large mushrooms. When you get to the edge of the tunnel and into the open cavern, you look up and you can barely see the ceiling through the lights of these glowing mushrooms. It's over 100 feet up, and you can just see this dim glow of blue above you. And sort of speckled. The cavern's not like bright by any means, but it's the closest to open that you've seen since you've got down here.
It's still not. It's still obviously a cave ceiling, though.
Yes, it's still obviously a cave ceiling, but it's so high that you can't without focusing, you can't see that high.
One day I'll see this guy again.
Posted the whole Kaladar vision for anyone who's curious.
Ooh,
Ahead of you
shiny.
is a large. You can see just a field of reeds. There's so much open space that they seem to be blowing in a wind, and they make this whistling noise as they move back and forth. Off to your side, off towards the right, you can see a small, almost village of mushrooms that seems to be just quiet and silent. You don't see any. Don't see movement obvious. There's no loud sounds, but you can definitely see a number of mushroom houses off to the right.
How glowy are the mushrooms?
They're relatively dull. They're not super glowy. Imagine
Okay.
taking a bright flashlight, covering it with your hand, and see that light glow around your hand. It's like that.
Oh, okay. All right. So not enough for Nasira to stare blankly at it, be distracted, and say "ooh, shiny."
Oh, you definitely can. It's definitely sure.
That's what you were checking for?
Yeah.
Shiny.
It's
Yeah,
definitely like
shine.
it's the same sort of light. Like, it's this dull light that you haven't really had a lot of. You've had it a lot. It feels. It's not the sun, obviously, but you've been down here so long that it almost feels like just regular light. Um, there is beyond the field. You see the little village off to your right. It's it's a distance away. It's probably another hour walk. But just through the field, you just don't see the other side. It's just so large. Who has a passive perception of 16 or higher?
I
Satsu.
do.
Me.
2 of us. 3 of us do.
You hear a sound, soft at first, but it grows. The two of you, it's
3.
3. It's an obvious roar.
In
Hippo,
this space or far away?
far a long distance away. Xenia and Arcalcus, you don't hear
Oh,
it
I don't
yet.
hear it. Yeah, never mind.
Hippo, you're the first to see something. Almost scraping across the ceiling, snaking up and down. You see this serpentine figure. As it seems to approach, it turns towards the party, snakes down, and you can see it sort of winding through the air. A long, snaky body, 2 massive wings near the front.
Do I see this yet?
At this point, you can see it. At this point, Arcalcos and Xenia, you start hearing this, and very often in the distance, you see this small thing. It's
Yeah.
circling, almost spiraling downward. You're barely able to make out long, thin legs in the front and the back.
You said it was serpent-like.
Yeah, it's serpentine. It has a long, thin body.
I want to try animal friendship.
It is far too far away.
Oh,
You see as it sort of spirals in the air. Hippo, you can barely see movement in the reeds below it.
what about speak with them?
Do we have a height estimate for how tall this cavern is, just by looking at it? Like hundreds of feet tall?
Hundreds of feet tall, yeah.
Okay.
It's high enough up that you can't see the top. See, even with the glow of the mushrooms, you can barely see that there's a cavern ceiling.
Okay.
Has it been communicated that there is a snake figure in front of us, some undetermined distance away?
I'm
I'll
assuming.
It's close enough for you to see now.
I'll just yell it.
I mean, you
Guys,
can
look up! Guys,
yeah.
look up!
Don't yell it.
You can barely see. You can see it sort of snaking,
Whisper,
sort of
whatever.
spiraling down towards the ground.
Yeah.
Hippo, you can barely see figures. They look humanoid, running not in your direction, but like almost towards the town. Under the section where it's spiraling down, there's a slight pause that it sort of brings up and sort of hovers in the air. And from its mouth, you see a bright light that all of you can see.
Ooh,
And this
shiny.
laser, this beam of energy blasts down towards where you saw the figures, Hippo. And you can all see this bright light. And there's a massive explosion on the ground. It echoes through the cavern, rocks the cavern. Trixie would be proud of this explosion.
Hey guys, I think that's a dragon.
Hippo, through the air, away from the explosion, you see a body sort of turning limply. And then it lands somewhere else in the field. It lands about 50 feet in front of you in the reeds with a loud thump. You can see this serpentine figure sort of spiral upwards again and then fly, snaking backwards away.
Okay.
So it's leaving.
So
Yeah, it's going
left.
back towards the back of the cavern.
I'll just say, like,
Well,
if
then
we
I'm
don't,
I'm gonna
if we don't take it
run
out,
towards
then-
the village to make sure people are
Yeah,
okay.
same. I'm already head that direction.
Okay.
I'm
we don't
going to
also
say
think to
before everyone
go-
goes
Don't
that
take it
I
out.
saw some bodies go flying. Maybe we should go check on them to see if they're okay.
Yeah.
If we don't take it out, it could probably just like
Yeah.
collapse the entire cave
Okay.
that we're in.
Are y'all is everyone going towards the body? Is just some of you going towards the
Yeah.
Were they
village?
not at the village? Or I thought that
I
was the same place.
think Cal would keep going to the village.
Okay. So
I'll
there
go to the
is a
village.
body
People
that
are
Even if I
going to
told
the
you,
body.
So
so
you said they were heading
Oh.
to the village.
yeah,
That's
they were
where
heading
everything
towards the
was.
village, but they got blasted.
so they looked
they
like they were
didn't
running
make it.
probably towards the village. One got blasted about 50 feet ahead of you in the reeds, and did not
Damn.
towards the village, but like just directly towards you. So you can go 50 feet directly out towards the reeds, towards the body, or about an hour walk towards the village.
An
An
hour?
hour walk?
Yes.
Yeah, he said that. The village was an hour away.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, no, we're
Alright, yeah.
we helped the people right in front of us.
Okay. Yeah, I
that they
thought
were
it was
Yeah.
a lot closer than
Oh,
that.
I
no,
thought they
it's-
were dead.
definitely misunderstood the
Well,
spatial.
they might be dead, but
of
we need to
this.
check.
I poke them.
No,
We're
so
not
you're
there yet.
so as
No.
you sort of walk through the reeds, it's not
The
difficult to
body's in front of
walk.
us.
They do sort of make a clacking sound as you push them aside. They're about a foot tall, sometimes growing higher. They're definitely grass-like, but they're thin and hollow at the top. As you approach
I'm
the
gonna
body,
grab like 3 of these reeds to use for the future.
you have reeds.
Bro, we got a bag of holding. Grab more.
I do not need that many reeds, my guy.
As you approach the body, who's checking the body?
I'll poke it.
All right, medicine check.
Is it just one? Or not
Okay,
more of them?
medicine check.
Is it?
Oh,
It's
oh.
just one body.
That's an 11.
Where are the other guys then?
This is the only one that you saw let go this direction.
Hey, buddy, you alright there?
As you sort of poke at him, his skin, you can tell that he's. Oh, what the fuck is the race I was wanting to make this guy? Sorry.
Wait, before anything, is he conscious?
Let me just state.
Okay,
What the
fine.
fuck race is this guy? Where the fuck is the? I had a very specific race in mind, and it
Yes,
just
you got
vanished.
Mike
Oh,
in
he's
there.
Dragonborn.
Or not.
Dragonborn.
Oh,
Dragonborn. He appears to have red scales. His body's very warm to the touch.
Can I butt in for a moment?
Sure.
If we got there in less than 60 seconds before impact, Arky would check him to test if I am on time to potentially revivify.
No, is he dead? We don't know that.
I'm checking him
Okay.
before
Yeah.
I like the
I
imaginary
was
time window
checking him as
passes.
well.
Roll a
like-
medicine check for yourself, Legend.
Like I walked up and poked him to see if he was dead or not.
That's fair.
Yeah.
17.
Okay. His skin is warm to the touch. His clothes are definitely, his armor is definitely broken and shattered. You roll him over, and you notice that the back of his head is definitely Dragonborn. His jaws and face are just bone. His front is burned and savaged, and you can see multiple ribs on both sides. They're definitely part of his arm where looks like he was probably raising his arms to protect himself, almost like to guard himself, is just bright white bone.
Damn.
He has been dead for a little bit longer than a minute. That tumble through the air, he was already dead.
Poor guy.
So,
Oh,
I mean,
Oh.
even if I felt like I was on time, I would not revivify someone knowing that the spell cannot recover his missing flesh.
Yeah.
let's look around to see if we see the others. If any of them
Yeah.
are still okay.
I think we should rush to the village.
roll an investigation check, Xenia.
I kind of agree with Kaladar.
Hey, with the state this guy's in.
I'm gonna preemptively guidance. This is where the heck is my investigation? There it is. And not terrible. 22.
There's no one near. Like, you can see It looks like about half a mile away is the crater from where this creature blasted them.
I really had no idea how far that
Doc,
was.
you rolled
Okay.
intimidation.
Did I? Okay, hold on. 19.
Sure. It's still that doesn't change it. It's about, I said, half a mile away where the crater was. The crater's quite large. Um,
Oh,
but you can probably guess that the there's the other corpses are in the crater or just gone.
Can we like just make a mad dash to the
Yeah,
village?
guys, I don't think there's much hope for anyone who's attacked here. Should go
I
check to
also-
see if anyone's
Yeah.
actually still alive.
I also don't think within like the hour that we're gonna take to get there that we're not gonna be fast enough to even.
He said
save
an hour
anyone.
by walking.
I did.
Yeah.
You didn't say that the dragon was actually going towards the village. It just left, right?
Yeah, it turned around and left, went back towards the back of the cave.
All right, let's go.
Okay, the back. Okay.
Uh,
sure.
further
Did we
away
get
from here.
directions for the village and where the dragon was moving?
Yeah, this is like I'm already.
Because we were
very losing
approaching from
track
the
of everything.
south, assuming things were in a straight line, maybe southeast.
Yeah, you're approaching from sort of southeast. The village is to the east of where you came out. The dragon came down from the north. Basically the north center of what you can guess is the north center of the cave. Towards these individuals who were running towards the village. It spiked the fuck at them and then flew back north.
Yeah, so the dragon lives to the north, which makes sense, and there's a village to the east. This is vaguely what I was already imagining.
The village is at the southeast of the tunnel that you're in, or the cavern that you're in, because there's obviously much more east. But
Yeah, if there's no signs of movement at like a 20-second observation across the field, then there's just little to no hope for anyone who was running, and we should just move to the village.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just make a mad sprint to it.
okay.
I mean,
If you're sprinting, I want you to roll a Constitution check, or Constitution save.
The whole party?
Yeah, everyone who's sprinting. If you're sprinting as a party, everyone roll a
I'm
Constitution
not.
save.
I'm not sprinting.
Fair enough. Then
No reason
You're
to
getting
hurry.
left behind.
Yeah.
I'm
starting-
fine with being left behind. There's no reason to hurry.
I rolled a
think
check.
The running is what attracted him. I'm not gonna sprint either.
okay.
Uh-huh.
8.
Oh
18.
well, okay. Kaldar sure wouldn't think of that line of reason because I'm rolling this track.
I clicked check. If we take the same die and add the correct modifier, it's a dirty 20.
Wait, I think I did a saving throw.
You're supposed to.
No, save was correct. I messed up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
As you run, it's a long run. It's about 3 miles, and Kaldar, you feel fine afterwards. You're used to just this hard physical labor.
Yeah, you gotta pump it up.
Arcalcos and Xenia, you're both out of breath.
I did not sprint.
I mean, I'm sorry, Arcalcos and Narcira, you're both out of breath.
The classic blunder.
It took you all about 15 minutes. Kaldar obviously got there first. But Arcalcos and Xenia, you get there a little bit after him. Hippo and 3 miles, yeah. Hippo and Xenia, you're still just walking along. As you sort of get there, it's the village is very quiet. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. There's no one around outside. You don't hear any loud noises. Kaldar, what is your passive perception? Or passive?
6.
More correctly, what's your passive investigation?
Oh, that's 9.
Oh god.
I
Arcalcos.
would not get there very long after him, and I have 18.
Okay. And Narcira, what's your passive
Mine-
investigation?
Investigation is 11.
Okay.
Not much better.
God, yo.
So
that's so
Kaladar
low
is. This
compared
looks
to
like a
me.
bunch of mushroom houses.
I got wisdom, not intelligence.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Narcera, you see that there's definitely there's multiple houses. Arcalcos, even though you're out of breath, you're able to sort of look around a little bit and able to tell just generally. This is definitely there are definitely people who have been active in this village recently. There you can see things outside that very obviously point towards that there's activity outside. You don't see anyone at the current moment.
Okay. Um, I'm. Do I see any building that has like any sort of significance to it? Anything that's noticeably bigger or anything with like a marking?
Um, there is definitely a larger mushroom on the far side of the town, closest to the wall. A lot of the mushrooms are on the same size, but there's one that's obviously larger than the others. As a side note,
Okay, I'm gonna
all the doors are closed, which is something you would have noticed.
I'm gonna like yell over to Cal and Nasira. Let's see if we can find some people. I'm going to this one.
Right. I'm
Um,
assuming I'm still kind of out of breath.
Probably a little bit winded still, yeah.
Yeah.
I want you to roll an investigation check, Arcalcos.
My dice are happy with me today. Dirty 20.
Um,
Ooh, nice.
there's definitely something at this house. You can or this building. You can see that the door has been worn somewhat. Um, there's definitely treads across the ground where people have been walking. You can see paths from to and from this house or this building. Um, the door though is locked.
Any windows?
Not
No
that
signs of life along the walk over here?
uh, there's signs of probable life, but
Movement,
there's
I mean.
no movements. No windows.
Hmm.
I'm gonna knock.
Okay.
Guys, should the barbarian do the barbarian thing to do?
Probably not.
Probably a bad idea to do that, but I'm also going to be knocking on another separate door.
Right.
Uh,
Bad
The
idea, but the
barbar-
barbarian should probably do it.
Barbarian's gonna do the barbarian thing to do.
so
And
for
undercommon.
wait,
Oh.
Knock,
as a
knock.
note for Arcalcos and Xenia, for Nercia and Arcalcos, you knock. There's no response. What are you doing, Kaladar?
In undercommon, as loud as I can. Yell out, the thing has left. You're all safe now.
You. The
Um,
dragon could probably hear you, Kaladar.
Shut up. Listen. Just
We
not thinking of
are
it.
multiple miles away.
Yeah, he's not that loud.
at this point, I'm going to say that you have been searching for a while. You shouted. You don't hear any response. No voices, obviously. Um, Anyone who's trying to listen between the three of you roll perception check.
That is a 17.
9.
I'm gonna kill this. So you do not hear the hell? Yes, I do.
Back.
Hmm?
What I'm asking.
I assume you had like a internet hitch. You were allowed to roll perception to hear for the response of your cry.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. My laptop's wireless adapter has been on the fritz lately.
Hmm.
I got a 14.
Sorry, my D&D Beyond's being a butt. So you don't have this book. It's like, yes, I do. I paid for this book. Shut up. I guess it's just D&D Beyond tonight. You don't hear anything, any response. At this point, you're sort of searching around. You're looking to any sort of sign of life, any sort of confirmation. I'm gonna say it's been long enough. You've been searching for long enough that Xenia and Hippo are able to get there by now.
Damn.
Alright.
45 minutes of effort and nothing turned up.
I look towards them and say, guys, no response from any of them. It's just silence.
One thing I meant to ask about on our way over, were there any other like signs of the dragon attacking, or was that just like the one crater that we saw?
In this area, that's the only crater you've seen.
Even on the entire way to the village,
Yeah.
nothing else.
It's only a couple miles away from that crater to where you are.
Hmm. Kaladar, you already tried to break the door down, right?
I have not tried to break and enter. That's kind of illegal.
I mean, that's what I figured when you
However,
said the barbarian
since
thing.
no one is answering,
And now you're gonna do it, aren't you?
I'm going to find the nearest door and say, if no one answers, I'm coming in.
In common or uncommon or a different language?
I'll do both common and undercommon,
Okay. Same threat twice. Got it.
just in case.
Okay.
Are you doing this on a big building or a random building?
I said the nearest one next to me.
Okay, so I'm assuming this is a random small one. There's only one large one, by the way.
Okay. Assuming I get no response.
It's silent.
Alright, what do I roll? Strength? Athletics?
Strength. Well, strength or athletics, your
Actually-
choice.
I'm pulling the door open. I'm going to use the plus 11.
Okay.
That's a 24.
You grab the handle of the door and just pull against this lock, and there's a brief moment of resistance, and then you just rip the door off the hinges. You hear, at this point, from within the building, you hear shrieks, shouts, and then something crying.
Oh, shit.
You,
Hey, guys, I found somebody!
you see what appears to be probably a small family of gnomes. Of deep gnomes. There appears to be a mother and a few small children, and she's holding a baby who is crying its head off. She's babbling something in gnomish, that you don't quite understand.
Are we still saying that Trixie is not participating at all?
Yes.
Great.
Uh-huh. That is great.
Hippo, is your thing only for writing?
No, I can understand. I just can't speak.
I'm on my phone.
What are they saying?
We
Uh,
can't understand them.
Did I miss?
I mean, I will cast comprehend languages.
Guys,
There's a small family of deep gnomes in the building. That their baby is crying.
Yes.
You basically.
Who?
Well,
Wait, was that Doc who dropped off and dropped back in?
No,
No, that's
No, it was
Will.
me.
Oh, Will. Okay.
Will,
I'm-
Yeah.
I
yeah,
just
my
heard myself.
internet's been just really on the fritz lately. I think my
I am
computer's dying.
That's
turning
unfortunate.
Will
I hope
down because
Yeah,
that's
that
a
is
loud
unfortunate.
mic.
Decrease.
but yeah.
As you sort of cast the spell, it's a ritual cast, right, Hippo? Or is it a
I cast it normal.
You hear the mother sort of telling her baby to hush and be quiet. It's alright. The kids are. One of them's very obviously excited. He pulled the door off. He's so strong. Where's Dad when it's time like this? We should ask them to help. The daughter's shouting about ruining the door and like she's unhappy that like you made a mess. You should clean that up. She's got little hands on her hips, sort of waving a finger at you. The kids are very excited. The mother is just trying to quiet the baby. Once it starts quieting down, she sort of looks at you in a mixture of concern and fear.
Mhm.
Arky's gonna just pick up the door and say, "Y'all have fun. I'm gonna fix this."
Roll just a d20.
Once again.
And I am going to elbow Kaladar in the ribs and say,
All right, who's
apologize, you
doing
idiot!
what? What's going on? My audio
9.
has been freaking out also.
You scared the shit out of these people. Apologize.
Yeah, assuming you've been translating, I've already been apologizing as much as I can.
There's no translation to have.
Well,
Hippo
he's
Yeah, there's
translating.
no translation. I'm telling you guys what they're saying, but
Yeah,
they
he's translating
may
them to
Oh,
us.
oh yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you bowing or what are you doing? Are you like just saying stuff or?
Uh, uh,
You're gonna have to do some kind of gesture.
Put your hands together
like,
in like a praying thing, and then kind of like bow, I guess.
like something like that, kind
I don't
of.
know. That's the universal thing, isn't it?
Okay. Calder sort of looking nervous, like sort of shaking back and forth, trying to say, speaking. Eventually, like puts his hands together, sort of bows with his hand, like almost praying. And the kids just sort of stop and stare at you. The mother's like, also like tilts her head, like just confused. And so does the baby. Sort of looks at you, tilts his head as well.
Did it work?
I don't know how to apologize without saying anything. God, this is hard, actually.
Believe me, this is. Never mind.
I mean, our people that could talk to these people are just not here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really unfortunate.
At this
the
point,
timing, though.
Hippo, you start to notice that some of the doors are opening around this village, with your cloak. You able to sort of look around. You see like heads peeping out. It appears to be a large number of deep gnomes, and you see one that's slightly taller and older with longer beard, sort of coming out of the large house. And they also have looking at you. You do see a couple like they have. The best way to describe it is the tops of kettles, the tops of a large pot as a shield, and either some of them have a kitchen knife, or one of them has a little pitchfork. None of them look incredibly intimidating, but they look concerned.
Alright. Now's our time to
Yes.
try to communicate.
I'll just say, what are you gonna do?
I kind of like look to the rest of everybody like, okay, everybody try every language you've got.
After I get like the bottom hinge fastened, I'm gonna pull out Jimmy and give it to the young boy in the house that we got open first as like something to play with.
He is incredibly excited, and he's gonna like sort of toss Jimmy up and down, like roll him around, like just running around with his Jimmy, holding Jimmy over his head.
Is there an obvious leader in this village?
There's an older
Yes.
man with a stick and a longer beard.
That's probably who we should approach.
Yeah.
Yes.
If it was not implied, I am going back to fix the door.
Alright. It's my time to shine again, guys.
Shine.
I say,
What?
but I actually no.
I was
I
gonna say,
mean, do
you're
they
shine.
That's the
understand
player I was
Undercommon?
saying
Or...
that.
Sorry.
I guess yeah, Undercommon's probably the most likely language they would know, so I'll go try.
What are you saying?
And
I mean, I will go
I'll,
with him.
I'll ask just people
here for
outside
emotional
to the
support.
group, like, can y'all understand me?
I'll try to help them fix the door.
Okay.
Fuck, I'll try Orc and Goblin while I'm at it.
I just want you to hear this before the rest of the party finds out. As Kaldor is speaking to him in Undercommon, trying to see if they understand, you can see the older gnome with the beard sort of pause and look at him. turn towards one of the gnomes on his right and speak in gnomish, going, I wonder if they speak common. They don't seem very smart. At least not this one in front.
Okay.
I
Oh, Matt.
didn't list it. I'm also speaking common.
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
Hippo, what?
Oh, I thought you
Hippo,
said you were
what
speaking
happened?
Undercommon.
I was listing every language.
Oh, well, you said Undercommon first, so I assumed you started in
Yeah, you
That
Undercommon.
did
was
not
the
say
first
common.
one.
You didn't say common.
Hippo, what happened?
Yeah, he
Really
walked
did-
away before I said it.
And said, wonder if these idiots speak common.
You went to the bookshelf first. I'm talking.
You're right, I did.
Because they talked.
There's
Yeah,
a
I was
pause, and,
describing what I was doing, and then you dipped. That's not fair.
but it's the correct timing. As Hippo starts chuckling and explaining what just happened, the mayor sort of looks, or the older man with the beard looks sort of wide-eyed. Oh, I guess they do understand us.
Well, yeah,
Like,
it's
look,
called
dude,
common
we're
for
in
a
the
reason.
Underdark.
How-
I thought Undercommon would be more prevalent down here. My apologies.
Calidar just called him an idiot just right there, then and there, didn't he?
Greetings, I'll be with y'all shortly. I should really get this door back on the hinges. Don't mind him, he's a little reckless.
I spoke in common to the family inside.
Oh, they don't
He
speak
did,
common.
that was said.
They don't speak
Uh-huh.
common. Okay.
Most of the families just speak gnome. Yes, we are gnomes. But some of
I'll
them
say
do
that as a
speak
player, but
Undercommon.
okay.
And he points towards that family and goes, Miss Melissa and her children, though, they only speak gnome.
I got unlucky. Okay. Anyways, please convey to them I'm sorry about breaking their door down.
And he sort of looks over towards him. Well, her young child seems very happy with the blue, tiny, giant space hamster.
Oh yeah, that was me. I'll get him in a second here. He's not dangerous.
Realize he was blue.
I assumed he was blue. Like, for some reason, I just
He
pictured
was
him as
made of
blue
a
in my mind.
sapphire.
It is
Yeah.
made out of a sapphire. He at the minimum has a visible bright blue heart.
Okay.
So, are y'all okay? There was a dragon attack.
Oh, yes, we've seen the creature before. It generally doesn't get this close, but
How long has it been doing this?
oh, generations. It's always lived down here, and we've always had troubles with it.
Uh,
We
Does it
tend not
also
to
hate to
directly
say it.
go
Does
on.
it ever directly attack?
It tends to stay near its home, I guess, is what you'd call it. There's a cave to the north, a cavern to the north that it stays. If you ever approach that cavern, it's incredibly aggressive from there. We don't know if it's protecting maybe its horde, but once you start getting into the field of reeds, there's not a good way to avoid it. Um, we also tend to stay out during the blue light. Um, we're not sure if the dragon is. We feel safer going out when the mushrooms turn purple to prevent. It seems to react more of the field when the lights are blue than when they're purple. Though
You're gonna have to remind me which one's day and night.
blue is
Blue
day, purple's night.
That was my first guess. Proceed.
The It reacts more during the blue light than the purple. Um, and you can go further into the field of reeds in purple light before you hear its cry. Um, we assume that those individuals who were caught by its blast were probably invading its space.
They were running towards you. Were they trying to invade your
About
space?
I imagine they were just retreating and perhaps saw this village and incorrectly assumed it might be a safe haven.
Incorrectly.
Well, I do not
Yeah.
imagine our homes would be well,
Not very
at,
well defended, are they?
well, not well, do not stand up to those blasts very well.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's y'all have lasted this long down here then.
Well, we have our small farms and we collect. There are some creatures that we're able to catch and eat. Some of the less invasive ones, less dangerous ones.
Well,
You're welcome to stay for a few days. We have an empty building. Um, there was a citizen named Jonathan who lived there, but he
wait,
traveled too far into the reeds, and now he's part of the reeds.
Jonathan.
That's unfortunate.
Do we have a?
I don't think we know a Jonathan.
Isn't Jonathan that old guy from the
From-
mansion?
Joseph.
Oh, my bad. Whoops. Names are hard.
Yeah, that's a. Don't worry, I thought the same thing.
I'm just
Yeah.
choosing names. If I name someone the same thing as someone else, then they're just two people. God forbid there are two people in the world with the same name.
It's almost like real life.
I know.
I would like to ask this guy if he knows anything about the castle we're trying to go to.
Yeah, Galgastani or something.
Yeah.
I've heard stories of Galgastani Castle. There, I believe he puts his finger up to his lips, and pauses. Come with me. Starts walking slowly back towards the large mushroom, the largest mushroom.
Okay.
Checking something to make sure I get the name right. As you sort of enter this mushroom, it looks almost like a two-story building on the inside. But you can see up to the second story. The opening is it's obviously carved out the mushroom. It's a little bit tighter than you're used to. Hippo encounter, you're ducking a little bit, or you're with your head scraping against the ceiling. As it
This is
is
normal.
built for a gnome.
Yeah.
He leads you through a few rooms until you get to a slightly taller room where you're able to stand up straight. With whichever the one of you is taller, still like head almost. You can feel the ceiling almost just right above your head. Like it's like either the top of your hair or Hippo's ears, whichever one is you is taller. I don't know. I don't know which one
Pretty
it
sure
is.
Hippo is certainly taller.
Well, Hippo's shorter than a
Probably.
normal Gith.
Oh,
Oh.
about the same then, I think.
Yeah, you're the so Calor, you can like feel it almost like as you walk around, you can feel the ceiling brushing against your hair, and Hippo like your ears are being slightly higher than your head. You can like your ears are being bent back just slightly as you walk against as they go against the ceiling.
Okay.
Um,
Did I ever get the door fixed? You didn't
Yeah.
really comment on it after I gave you a D20.
you got the door fixed. It took you a little bit, but you got it fixed.
Hey,
All right.
nice.
After I fixed the door, I would have tried to console the kid and reclaim Jimmy.
He was excited to have Jimmy. He seems like he was having fun. As you sort of reclaim him, he looks like he's pouting a little bit, but you see the mother sort of calming him down and bringing him back towards somewhere else in the house. He seems fine. They're kids.
I'm going to bow to the family on my way out.
You can see the little girl again, one hand on her hip, sort of waving her finger at you, and then you bow. And you can see her waving her finger more, and then sort of bow back or give you a little curtsy as you walk out.
Mm-hmm.
In this back room of the mushroom, I'm assuming all of you are here at this point.
Yes.
You can see it is a little library. There's books all across the hall, across the halls and such. Ugh. Walls and such. Sorry, I wasn't expecting that yawn to come. All across the walls, and you can see him sort of shifting over and grabbing about a 4-inch wide book. using both hands from the shelf. It's very obviously made of a fine leather with a large symbol on the front that is a intrinsically designed throne with a large number of spires across the spine. He pulls this book out and sort of carries it slowly and then drops on this table with a loud thud. And then sort of blows and brushes a little bit of dust off of it. Starts opening the book and starts looking through it, and it's written in. Caldo, you're able to recognize it as Undercommon. And there's parts of it. He's sort of flipping quickly as always looking for something. You see this name begot this name, and this name begot this name. He starts flipping through it again and flipping through again. And he goes, he points to the picture. And there's a picture of a large castle with a massive spire coming out the center, at the center of it, going skyward, with large spires also coming across the sides. So just multiple towers, but one massive one in the center. I believe, yes. The ancient castle of Galkastani, capital of the Eastern Empire of Zytegnia? Let me know when you're ready,
Of
Doc.
what?
Can you type that, please?
Yes, I will
Please
type that.
spell
I'll spell
that.
that. X
Or
Y T E G ENIA.
Huh.
that like
Zyte-
Zeitbenia?
like
Zeitbenia.
Zytegnia.
Can someone please type that so I can see it in front of me? I cannot imagine the letters.
I also
did
might
not
have
catch them all.
I might have misheard what you said on that fifth letter. G. Okay.
Yeah.
It
Also,
sounds
can I-
Cytogenia?
Zytegenia, yeah. I like that.
Can I ask if the dragon's ever been to the castle? Like, if it ever goes that far, or if it just stays in the village area, or
It-
in the back.
And he looks at him. It's generally stays in the plains. And then he looks at. Oh yes, the Galkastani line. It was very old. Apparently even predating the Zenobian line.
Huh.
They were apparently quite violent people. Magical conquest.
I haven't heard from Will in a second. Are you still there?
Mm,
Okay.
Lord Dump. The barbarian doesn't say anything during this.
Yep.
And I just
Fair.
imagine you sitting in the corner taking a nap.
I'm listening. Kinda.
Kind of, sort of.
I'm also trying to listen, but I keep on getting distracted.
That's fair. And he sort of looks up from the book at your group. That's what I know about it.
You don't have any idea on its location?
I have heard rumors that there's a large castle. Rumors from adventurers that there's a large castle in some of the tunnels to the east.
Ah.
I don't know how true they are. In my long years, I've never left this village.
Okay.
You don't know if it ties to anything to do with anything called Yume or Yaru or anything.
Roll a d20 for me, Doc.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 2.
And he scratches his beard, pulls on his beard for a little bit. I've never heard of a Yaru. He flips a couple more pages in the book. Then pauses. It appears you may have been one of the last in the Galgastani line. And he points to the page, and you can sort of look at it. Calidar can sort of, if Calidar, are you sitting in the corner taking a nap, or are you paying attention?
Huh?
I mean, I still have comprehend language on.
You can sort of look down the
I'm-
book, and one of the like the second to last name hippo is Yume Galgastani.
You Galgastani.
Yeah, okay, I guess I'm just in a corner waiting for them to finish.
Okay.
I would be trying to listen and doing whatever like quiet pieces of the crafting I can do while listening. I
Roll
imagine that's hard to do, but I would be trying.
a d20.
13.
It's quiet enough. You're working a little bit.
Did Calidar ever take off the mustache, monocle, and goatee?
No.
Okay.
God damn it. Forgot about that.
Old
God,
Gnomes
I
just not.
haven't been playing it right. Hold on, I need to warm up my voice for this.
There
Oh,
have not
no.
been nearly enough indubitably's.
Can we retcon for me speaking like this for the whole? No, that's not it.
Do it.
No, that's not the right voice.
I'm picturing
Yes,
Calidar like sort of like
indubitably.
stroking the
There we
fake goatee.
go.
What,
Oh.
literally?
I'm
Doing the beard stroke with a fucking Sharpie mark.
Yeah.
Cal, what are you doing? You don't usually
He's
do
a-
that with your face.
He's a very sophisticated barbarian.
Uh-huh. Sophisticated way he punches.
Wait, oh yeah, that is a pun.
Yes.
Doc, you have just stumbled into your name for your smart barbarian.
So
I didn't even mean
my,
to.
my computer's doing it again.
I didn't even mean to do that.
What happened? What did I miss?
I called
Doc
you-
said sophisticated.
No, I called you a sophisticated
Oh,
barbarian.
why do I keep lagging out when it matters most?
I'm just going to type out sophisticated to him with fist
Yeah.
spelled fist.
I know how to spell sophisticated, alright?
No,
I'm
no,
here
no, you don't
now.
understand.
Yeah,
No.
sophisticated.
Oh, that
Calidar,
part came through,
Zinnia
okay.
asked what you were
No,
doing.
I'm on my
and
phone now.
Stay on
Calidar-
it.
Zinnia asked what you were doing, Calidar, and then I said that
Alright.
he's being a sophisticated barbarian, and apparently that was a pun.
I'm booting up my big PC for this.
Okay.
Okay.
Sophisticated.
Okay, I need a new laptop. This sucks.
God damn it.
All right. What are y'all doing?
All right, start the crowdfund.
I'm proud of that.
I don't need a good one now since I have a gaming PC. Alright, I have to do the voice though. Yes, indubitably. Sophisticated, yes, quite.
Smashing.
I quite like the emphasis. I have to be smart but poorly. God, it's gonna be so hard.
What do y'all want to do?
Alright, I'm gonna take this opportunity to.
Wait, what?
He's
Oh,
switching.
switching.
Yeah, he's switching.
I mean, that's all the info we're getting. I suppose we should take up this guy on the offer to spend the night here.
I mean, you can always ask more
Doesn't-
questions.
I mean,
So
anyone
wait,
else have some
we were
questions?
told that this thing is a demon. You're saying he was a person before?
Okay, I'm back.
Yaru was the demon, Yume was just
I'm
a
getting
dude
my
who betrayed
names
the sextet.
backwards.
One of you is, it may very well be the Greek.
No, I don't remember exactly which name was which.
Okay.
I have to re-log in. Oh, this is annoying.
I have to double check my notes to make sure I'm not the crazy one. And my notes are not organized.
No,
Kind
so
of.
Yumi is the demon, Yaru is the betrayer.
And Yume was the one we just saw the name of.
Yep.
Make August stop. So he was a dude.
There was a dude named Yumi.
Yeah. We don't know for sure it's the same Yumi.
Is it spelled
But-
identically? Because
Yep.
like, if it's spelled with the E, I would imagine it's pronounced Yume and not Yumi.
Yume.
Yeah, I've been pronouncing it Yume despite what controllers keep saying.
I'm pronouncing Yumi because Yumi's easier to say than Yume because I keep forgetting there's an E in it. Yume, yes.
Okay.
I keep forgetting how I spell the fucking word. Just to be very honest.
So what did this book say about him? That he was the last of the line? I mean, he was like the king of the castle, or
He apparently was one of the last lords of Zytegnia.
Okay.
okay.
Well then.
So if it's the same Yumi, he got turned into some kind of demon somehow.
Mhm.
Have we made a
Yeah.
bad deal in a back alley?
Took a deal from the
Yeah.
hag room or something.
The the gnome looks the
Just-
pauses and looks at the book more. There is reference to the Zytegnians.
Is a soup.
Train.
AD train. There's reference to the Zytegnians using all different sorts of magics to empower themselves. There is reference also, I believe, to a war with the Zenobian Empire. That apparently Yume was the last king, with his son being the last in the Zytegnian line.
Do we know his son's name?
It doesn't list it.
Okay.
It just lists Yume Zytegnia and then son of Yume Zytegnia.
Okay.
Teacher, give me your best yawn as Suplex wakes up in the backpack.
Oh, surely
There
the
you
story
are.
is
It's a
about-
miracle we didn't wake you up when you were Dragon Cow.
Yes, welcome back, my good chap.
Wait, what happened?
As a
What did I
side
miss?
note, Kaldor has a monocle, cartoon mustache, and cartoon goatee drawn on his face.
The hell happened to you, barbarian?
Welcome back to the land of the living, my good pal.
He
Oh,
got Jigglypuff.
Did the I was about to say, did the snake lady Jigglypuff him?
Yes.
Damn it, I
Look,
missed
you
it.
see, there are simply some places that you should not fall unconscious.
I tried to warn him. He was gonna get Jigglypuff.
Keep saying Jigglypuff. What does that mean, Soupy?
Something from back in my previous life.
Yes, okay.
Jiggly makes me think of Jello.
And now the barbarian's trying to act smart.
As the small flying lady says that, I start wiggling.
Yeah, just like that.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
All
God damn it, that wasn't intentional.
right, so what did I miss? Cliff Notes version besides someone getting Jigglypuff?
I had to fix a door, and now we're in a village full of deep gnomes where approximately half of them actually speak common.
Deep what?
No,
Deep gnome.
No.
they're like Trixie, but they're. I'm gonna say it exactly this way. They're like Trixie, but they're black.
Wait, what?
They're in the Underdark,
yeah.
E-Train. Don't think about it too hard.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man.
They're basically dark skinned
That
gnomes.
did. Oh, man. I normally don't step over this imaginary line, but why am I now imagining the Underdark as the hood?
I wasn't gonna make that suggestion.
It's
damn
not a
it.
good suggestion, but that's where my mind went.
We
Uh,
have this on recording.
moving on before I get demonetized from now you getting monetized. Um, I'm trying to think that make that joke. The elder deep gnome flips through the book a little bit more. And so he looks. You see him reading stuff, but he's not really saying anything anymore. And then looks back. Is there anything else I can help with?
Mm,
How late is it in the day, for lack of a better word?
It's getting fairly late. It was a long walk. It took. It seems like it probably took longer to get through the past the log cabin. That seemed like it did. Um, but then the walk to the bodies, the checking the corpses, and the walk to the village took a little bit of time. For some of you took significantly less time.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Yeah, might as well. We're in a hurry, but we still can't push
AirPod
ourselves
died.
too
Hold on,
much.
give me a second, guys. Sorry.
That's right.
Yeah. Spending a night here is a good plan.
All right. Uh, anything anyone wants to do?
Muted.
Welcome back.
Anyways, I was asking, like, is there a blacksmith down here?
There is one. Um, I can definitely introduce him, and you can see what he maybe will do. He is. You see him sort of looking sort of a bit shifty. A bit of an odd one.
Just my kind of man. Lead the way.
Anything else y'all want to do before the rest?
I'm going with Cal if I was alert enough to notice that this was happening.
Okay.
Same.
Cal's not loud about it.
I'm
Or not
going
quiet
with-
about it.
I'm going with him as well.
Okay.
I would like to ask the old man if I'd be allowed to stay in his library here and read through some books.
Sure. He nods. Of course. Just and he's sort of looking at the fact that you're basically scraping your head against this what he considers a very high ceiling. Just please be careful. And
I
don't.
will.
Oh, he's the gentle one of the group.
He points over this. I will say, giant quotation marks, large, fluffy red chair. It's large to him. It's child sized to you. Because please be careful about my chair. It's been in the family for a number of years.
Okay.
It looks incredibly fluffy.
+3 temptation to sit on it.
Plus 6
I will not
temptation.
sit on it.
As
God.
the rest of the party apparently goes towards the blacksmith, he starts leading or using his cane to walk the way. And you get to one of the houses, one of the mushroom places, and it definitely is the same size as the others. As you approach it, you notice that the mushroom seems more, I won't say wrinkled, but dehydrated on the
Can't
bottom.
imagine why.
Pruny.
Pruny, yes. Who is in front?
Cal in front, me second.
Okay. I want Kaladar and Arcalcos to make a con save.
I'm behind.
Oh no.
Do I need to technically make one too?
Oh, wait.
No, you don't. You're good.
Wait, I'm with them. Do I need to?
No, just the ones in front.
Okay.
I would
Be a
be
good- that's a good
technically in
roll.
front.
Okay. Make a con
You're in the
save.
bag. If it's what I think it is, then you're contained.
You
Well,
make
my
one
head
two.
is out.
Yeah, move. You make a con save 2, suplex.
I figured.
Did we really find them in the Underdark?
Find what?
Nail guts.
I didn't say that.
I have a 16.
16,
20
24, and
something.
7.
I'm gonna
Like-
flash of genius detrain to 10.
Okay.
11, excuse me.
As
Oh,
you-
even better, man.
As you open the door, there's just a massive wave of heat.
Ah.
He's
And
on a melt.
Ah, that feels
suplex, you
good.
feel very woozy. A little bit garbled. This heat just sort of drains you of energy. You have disadvantage on your next roll. Arcalcos and Caldor,
Oh, I
this
had
heat
to roll
hits
that
you,
with
and you
advantage.
feel.
Whoops.
Do what?
I had to roll that with advantage.
That's fine. You've succeeded.
That's a
Okay.
check.
It doesn't matter.
This heat hits you, and it's hot, but it's not quite like stifling enough to not like make you feel that woozy. As you walk inside, you see this gnome who's almost 5 feet tall. This deep gnome is almost 5 feet tall, and he turns to you. On one side of his face, he has a very large tusk coming out from his mouth. And he's incredibly muscular for this tiny little gnome. I mean, tiny being an understatement for how large he is. Looks at you. Oh, how can I help you?
Just having a quick glance over this dude, I asked him like, "Hey, do you happen to have a brother named Erdran?"
Hey, you know him too. He's a good guy.
Hey, yeah, he's great. He made these gauntlets.
Oh, and he sort of looks over and is like, fine quality, fine quality. Yes.
Yeah, and so, like the last, I met another one of you guys. He was half elf.
Oh yeah, he's a bit of a prick.
I won't say anything, but he also did something to these gauntlets.
Let me guess. Do you want some help with him?
I mean, hey, if you could make him better, I would always like to punch better.
Ah, I definitely understand that feeling. He sort of shakes his hammer at you. 100 gold.
That sounds reasonable. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm subtracting the 100 gold.
You sure,
Oh,
Cal? Sounds a little hair steep to me.
That's pretty steep.
Listen,
I would have chimed in, but I'm
these
not
guys
rolling
haven't
anything.
wronged me before, okay?
If you say so.
It'll take me, let's say, if I work over the night, 2 days.
How long are we gonna be here, guys?
We were hoping to just stay the night.
I would not turn down a good excuse to get some more work done.
I
Besides, like, any additional preparations we have by the time we come face to face with this dragon is a good thing, even if we are in
Yeah.
a bit of a rush.
yeah. I look at him and I go, "Hey, you wouldn't happen to be able to upgrade any kind of attune? Is that
Magic
staff
item.
of matter like enchanted? I'm assuming yes, but
Yes, it's magical.
oh yeah. Are you able to do anything with this? I just hold out the staff of matter at her.
He sort of looks like this. Interesting, interesting. Never seen a stick this flimsy before. He goes,
Yeah,
well,
that's
except for the old man stick. But are you want me to get some plate on it?
Put my hand on Zachu's shoulder and just shake my head. Just no.
what? What do you mean? What are you shaking your head at me for?
If you want to see that stick in the morning, you'd best grab it now. I don't think this man's too magically inclined. No offense, sir.
All right. I take it back and I just hand them. I don't know actually to hand them.
You? I don't think there is
Oh,
anything
that's true.
really.
Yeah.
Like you
How
have
about,
a rapier, but you don't really use it.
I'll just say, how about a bow?
You
See what
have
he
a
can do.
short bow.
Yeah, I do have a short bow.
No.
What do you want to do with the short bow?
Uh,
Do the same thing before, hand on shoulder, just shaking my head like I don't think this is the right place, my guy.
all right, fine.
You don't really need to add more time to us being here.
I mean, I want something but done. I just don't know what.
Well, he's
I
not
look
the only
around,
one
try
in the
to find-
village. Surely there's other craftsmen that might be able to help, but he's a blacksmith. I'm
Mm.
gonna work on short bows or staves.
Look for a magic shop or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Go back to Cal.
Before we leave, I'm gonna ask the smith. Do you think you'd be done on the morning or the evening of the second day?
Stretches. I can work through the night and be done morning the second day.
Neat.
Okay.
I'm gonna take stock of some stuff I have on me over the next night and day, and I may come back on the second day and request with your help with something.
I think I can do that.
Cool.
Mm,
I'm gonna do something for you real quick, Kaldar.
yeah, that's fair.
Is this custom? This is actually the thing. Okay.
He's
My
gonna
cousin.
take your gloves away.
I am unarmed, but still armed.
I'm not having to change thing. I need to change the description.
There's a third one now.
No, it's the same thing.
There are
A
three.
third smith.
Yes.
Technically, the fourth one even counted.
Yeah, I was about to say. I thought we already found 3.
Yeah, the second one I didn't have the idea for him to upgrade it though.
Oh,
I'm trying to make sure I get everything done before I finish with that. Okay, cool. That's there. Yeah. So you're taking off the gauntlets to give to him. You don't have
Oh.
to. You don't have to unequip them. It's fine. Just
I
make sure
mean,
you get
I
them back
will
before you leave.
anyways, just in case.
Okay. So y'all can take a long rest. Your disadvantage is gone at this point, T-Train.
Woo.
Unless you want to do something before long rest.
No, during long rest, I was gonna do my cheese training.
Okay. Roll that at disadvantage.
Shit, I just took it.
I knew it was that was gonna
Yeah,
happen.
is there like anything like in stock at the blacksmith around?
What sort of stuff you
You'll
looking?
have a chance to check tomorrow.
Yeah, you're right.
Either or is fine with me.
Zatsu, roll a investigation check.
Okay.
God damn, T-Train.
Nat 20.
What did D-Train roll?
23 and a 24
Dang, bro!
on disadvantage.
Jesus, man!
Zatsu's nat 20 was lower than D-Train's 19.
Bro, what are these
Hey.
3 rolls? Y'all save some for the rest of us.
Woohoo!
Hey, one of those was a nat 20.
Yo, put you on combat. Highest roll is a 6.
Don't do it. Don't do it. No.
pay for them.
I have. So as you sort of work with Cheese, he's able to understand a lot what you're trying to get him to do, and you see him at one point run off. He just seems to disappear, but he probably will show back up in the morning after your rest.
How
All
much
right.
gold will he bring us? What treasures will he return with? Okay, we now need a one shot of being like small mammals recruited by cheese.
Good to know.
Wasn't expecting this.
You rolled a 20.
Well, yeah, but I didn't think it was for like a bookshelf.
As you're preparing for rest, you begin to look through your scrolls.
I looked at what?
Your scrolls, the snake scrolls.
Ah.
You're definitely there's different parts of your people's history. The land that you're in now is not the land they grew up in. They were much more numerous before. Or the land that you grew up in was not the land your people were from. They're much more numerous previously. It seems that there's only just a small number. of your tribe, it feels as though that after a period of a little bit of rest, you'll be able to gain a new focus.
Oh.
Which is me saying, hey, listen, you're gonna get some shit, but I haven't prepped for it yet.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Does that make
I can
sense?
actually hear people. Last time that happened, I had to restart my entire computer.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I don't know why I did that, but it did that. It was concerning.
Oh, really?
Anyway.
So bookshelfing Zatsu is dangerous. Got it.
Well,
It was about the scrolls.
Well,
Wait, there's scrolls?
Yeah,
the
I had
Elder
like
Scroll.
guys. I already told you guys about this. Well, I at least told you a little bit about it. It
apparently
was
DJ
about
was.
the Yanti culture and such.
Okay.
Wait, there's scrolls about the who people?
The
Yanti.
snake people.
Snake people.
Oh, snake people. Gotcha. So what about
Remember
the
who you're
snake people?
talking to, Zatsu. You gotta speak
That's
decent.
fair.
Um,
Alright.
as you wake in the morning,
Did I get to find anything in the library?
oh, yeah, sorry, things I wasn't paying attention to. Roll an investigation check.
Investigation, you say?
Is it site-based?
No,
13.
just searching based. 13, what do I want to tell you? You're able to find, what do you all know about? You're able to find a map of the area, of the field of reeds. It doesn't give you a lot of detail, but it mentions there are a number of shroom villages, generally near the different exits and around there. From your counts, there are about 5 of them.
exits you mean from the Underdark?
Exits from the field,
From the cave we're in currently.
from the large cave you're in right now.
Yeah.
It seems from the notes you're able to find in reference to it that they each there's a number of people in each village who do speak either common or undercommon, but based on the race, they speak another language, and there's no people in the villages who only speak their race's language. There's obviously the Deep Gnome village. There's one that apparently is a village of Threekin, which are the bug things.
Okay.
A Threekrin. I'm writing them down by now so I can remember which one's which. There is one which appears to be just oh, what the fuck is the word? Why do I keep losing these words? Sorry.
Ow.
Whack.
Did you
Growl.
actually hear that?
Insert comedy.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, did you actually hear that?
Yup.
Oh, crap.
It was so incredibly audible. It was like 5,000 decibels, bro.
That
Yeah,
would
no.
deafen everyone in
know
the
it's-
state around you.
I'm now suing you for hearing loss.
I was gonna say,
Soon?
all I did was
I
hit my
definitely heard
desk.
soon.
Soon.
Actually just
Soon.
all I did was accidentally knee my desk.
Ow, are you okay?
Yeah.
I
Is
do
the
that
desk
sometimes.
okay?
Zatsu's got
Yeah.
spares.
Is the desk? Okay.
Hope so.
Everything's good.
Are you sure?
My knee's gonna be blue in
Yeah.
the morning. I'm doing
Have
great.
you
Yeah.
asked the desk how it's doing?
So I'm gonna interrupt this desk conversation to finish
All
what I
right,
was
you
saying.
done now?
The of the 5 villages that you're able to find, one is the 3 Kreen. Thank you, D-Train. One is Deep Gnomes. One is a village of Drow. One is Draugr, and one is Kenku. You're not sure
Oh
what
That's a
no.
lot.
you're not sure what language they speak at Kenku, at the Kenku village.
They speak Kenku.
But it's definitely not one of the other ones.
Can I tell which one of those villages is by the east exit that we're gonna take to go to the castle? Probably
The 3 Kreen.
3 Crane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kenku appears to be the furthest west. And then Drow in the center, and then Durgar southwest. They
Well, this
appear,
is a big cave. There's a southwest branch. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, we can see on our map 5 exits of this cave. Yeah.
it appears the Drow village is almost like halfway between the two, the cavern which you came in, and the tunnel which you came in, and the one next to the left.
I just looked at the map for the first time in 2 hours. Do we have a name for the like small tombstone-looking thing behind the big dragon marker?
That is the cave where the library
The cave
is.
entrance.
Yes.
Understood.
Yeah, that's the cave entrance
Cave
where
where
the
the
library
dragon
is.
lives.
Where the dragon lives, and where
Yes.
there's probably a library.
Yes.
Proceed.
The library we were told to go to.
That's it.
Mm.
That's what you're able to find in your research.
All right. Interesting.
So we're spending the full 2 nights here.
Oh, night 1's passing. Night 2 will probably be prep and shopping.
Yeah.
The next morning as you wake, Suplex, you notice that Cheese has not yet returned. He looks like he's probably still out searching for something. That's about your best guess.
God, we need to have a one-shot with Cheese and his merry crew.
Is it? Can I go searching for a magic shop?
Sure.
Cool.
What do y'all
Do I
shoot?
re-
Mm,
I will also go to the magic shop.
yeah, I'll follow Zatsu to the
If there
magic
is
shop since
one.
it wasn't my idea.
I will follow suit, but I would want to get back before like mid-afternoon so I can get my 8 hours of work in.
Okay.
I mean, it's just a quick drop. Magic shop can't take that long.
You'd be
I'm saying
surprised.
I don't want to get like lost browsing and then go to a second store.
Fair. Um,
Fair.
as you sort of wander around this village, it's deceptively large. Considering these mushroom houses are like they're fair size, but as you enter them, they're much. I will say they're bigger on the inside because they're smaller on the inside. If that makes sense. They are.
No.
That makes actually negative sense.
The stuff inside is smaller. The
Yeah.
space inside is the same.
Yeah, the space inside is the same, but because they are built for gnomes and they're built at a smaller ratio.
The space feels big to scale of the objects inside of it. I'm
Yes.
following.
They're bigger on the inside because they're smaller on the inside. Exactly.
Needlessly deceptive.
Yes, it was. I didn't realize that. Like, I figured it might help, but I didn't realize. I needed to give more information. I realized that. As you sort of wander around, you're able to eventually find. It looks like an alchemy shop. There's a relatively young, deep gnome, from the best you can tell. Beardless, clean shaven, and he has this. He's huddled over this large, for him, pot of something. It gives off this sweet scent throughout the room, and it's sort of there's wisps of pink and salmon going up off of it. You can see off in the corner a small little bird cage. It's about a foot tall, and about 6 inches wide, with a tiny little purple dragon in it.
Wait.
Hey, free my homie.
The gnome looks
Are
up
we
and
gonna
goes,
have to
"Pardon?"
crouch down?
It's a little bit low the roof, yes.
I'll have to
Okay.
crouch down.
I mean, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
I was just curious.
I don't know if Hippo will fit through the doorway.
Oh, he will. It's the doorway's big enough, but it's like
Right, you're
it's
small for a GIF.
yeah, it's definitely small for a gift.
Yeah.
It's
Do
Yeah.
I recognize the color of the brew he's making?
roll
He is an
a
alchemist.
roll an intelligence check.
Nope. 6.
It looks like distilled fish scales.
That's just great.
Like
Yo,
it's the color of a salmon, and you recognize
I know.
salmon.
Same.
Salmon.
I would
He's allowed
try
to pronounce
I-
the L.
Yeah,
Mhm,
salmon.
mhm.
salmon.
Salmon. Yeah.
Continue.
Next time I see you, we're gonna fight about this.
And I'm gonna win.
I don't know, man.
I agree
Continue.
with
Probably will.
Trillius.
Proceed talking about the salmonella.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
well,
don't
you're first.
recognize it. It looks like distilled fish color. He sort of looks up and, oh, hello. How may I help?
Free my homie.
You're
Hey, calm down, Soupy. We don't know if that's just like his little resting spot.
what is a homie?
That guy over there.
Oh, my pet.
Yeah, why is he in a cage?
Because that's where he sleeps. And he looks genuinely confused.
Is D-Train still in my backpack?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, we go outside.
No. I slime out.
Oh, well,
Uh,
hello. What? He sort of walks up and pokes you. I
Hey,
wonder how
don't
you're.
poke me. I'm not going. Hoo.
I wonder what you're made of.
apparently
Would you
Jello.
like to know?
Oh my god.
If you drink a potion that's different color, do you change colors too?
I don't know. I haven't tried yet.
Oh, well, maybe he attempted it. And he looks slightly excited, sort of putting his fingertips against each other.
I'll think about it if you free my homie.
What is a homie?
I already told you, him over there.
Oh. Well, the door's not locked. And as he sort of points over, there's no lock on the door. It probably could just be opened.
Can I walk over?
Yeah.
I'm watching this out of pure curiosity.
I say in words only he could understand. Hey, you alright in there?
Which language are you using?
Draconic.
Iconic.
Draconic.
Pokemon language.
The tiny little dragon thing sort of looks at you. Doesn't respond.
Oh, he's not very smart, is he? I open his cage.
Okay. He's sort
While
of.
Soupy's doing that, I'm gonna ask the shopkeep.
Give me
Does
a
he help you with the potions? He looks very familiar, like 2 other of his type I've seen who are very skilled in this field.
And you see the little dragon sort of jump over and cling on the side of the cage and then grab the door and then close it. And then jump back on its little perch.
Maybe he likes it there, Soup.
I reopen it.
Listen, Soupy, not every dragon's
Soup.
an outdoor dragon.
Soup, I think he likes it here.
As Suplex opens the door and the dragon closes back, and I imagine this goes back and forth a number of times.
Yes.
You can see the shopkeep sort of watching on amusement. And goes, no, he just tends to stay in his little cage.
Alright, fine.
Interesting.
So you got any polymorph potions?
So,
That's awfully blunt, Cal. I think those are quite hard to come by.
I mean, I'm just asking. That's why
What
I'm
is a
here.
polymorph potion? That
All
sounds
right, buddy.
quite quaint.
Do I still have the list on me?
Yeah, sure.
All right, lads, have fun. And Calendar, we used to go to the blacksmith.
Okay.
I look at the guy and I I gently put my my short bow on the counter,
Bro, it's an alchemist.
and
That's adventure, nothing gained, I guess.
He
uh,
looks at us like, are you threatening me?
no. I'm just seeing if you got anything that I can put on the bow.
Like oil to make it slick? I pause. I'm not sure I understand the question. I make potions and things that you
Hmm.
generally drink.
Hmm.
Just
Perhaps
That's
ask
not.
about poison, just get it over with.
Yeah.
what yes.
Poison. Sorry.
Poisons. Those sound unfortunate. Um
Oh my gosh.
I have hmm. He scratches and looks around. I think I have something that might be able to assist.
While he's going back to browse, I'm gonna dig through my bag to find the list of ingredients I was given for the first batch of polymorph potions.
Okay.
And once he is finished with Zatsu, I'm going to prod him and give him that and explain.
I watch him and I go, okay, so you said you had something?
You see him sort of
I'll
digging
just
through different drawers and cabinets and shelves, and he pulls out this little bag. He pauses and undoes the tie and opens it slightly. He goes, ah, yes, this. And he ties it back up. This might be what you're looking for. It is, I call it lava paste.
lava paste.
As he sort of opens it up, it just sort of looks like this mundane yellow paste. Yes, it's
It's
quite.
just like a fucking spicy mustard, isn't it?
It's quite difficult to wash away. I would not put it on anything you wish to touch yourself, but perhaps you could coat your arrows in it, or coat some ranged weapon. I'm not sure you want to put it on yourself. You could.
At the mention of lava paste, Arky gets a little bit of a grin on his face and starts digging in the bag of holding for the butter knife.
Oh my god.
How much for it?
Well, it's
Um,
an artifice or a sandwich.
I think I
Oh
can
my
sell this bag for. Thanks for a moment. Let's go with 20 gold.
20 gold. How about 10?
There he is.
If he wasn't gonna say it, I was gonna say it.
I'll leave
Well,
it to the negotiator.
why do you think 10 would be a better price?
Yeah, I like the number 10.
And
The negotiator.
I like the number 20.
Yeah. How about we?
How much content of it is in there? How much does it fill the bag?
The
How
bag's
many arrows worth, I think, is the better question.
so the
Yeah.
bag's full. It's a fairly it's not a massive bag. You imagine if you dipped an arrow in there, you could probably get 15 to 20 arrows based on how generous you were.
Doesn't sound too bad.
How about I
Mm,
play you for it?
Play?
how about drop it to 15 and he plays it for it?
Play what? Dice?
Yeah, your choice.
I mean, this was your whatever.
He thinks for a moment. I think that perhaps. How about a game of dragon chess? It's been so long since I had a good one.
I've never played, but I'm a quick study. Sure, why not?
Okay. I want you to just roll a d20.
Just a D.
Mhm.
God.
Before he clicks it, can I help?
Yeah. So Legend, do you have Dragon Chess as a proficiency?
I think I have 0 games as proficiency on second thought.
Okay.
Unless, like, I don't see anything like that in this list, but I'm pretty sure I was supposed to have one. Let me go through character builder.
Pretty sure Trixie has like some kind of dice as a proficiency.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I do too.
Yeah. Trixie's got
Um,
dice set. You
Yeah,
Yeah.
that.
Got dice set.
you have flute. You're proficient with the flute.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have it. I had one opportunity to take it, and I instead took Smith's tools.
Fair.
The robot without lungs has proficiency in a wind instrument. Yes.
That was my doing.
Makes perfect sense.
All right. Roll your d20, D-Train.
$13.
You said 13.
Mm-hmm.
You, as you start playing this game, Dragon Chess, you're moving these pieces around the board, and he's explaining to you different rules, and how the game works and how the pieces move, and you're slowly picking it up. He's definitely very good at it. And he's probably quite more experienced than you are at many things at this game. But as you play, you keep making just these. You make these moves that he sort of just pauses and stares at for a moment. Just confused. And you think you've made a good move. If you were practicing Dragon Chess, you know that it wasn't. It was a very bad move. But every time you make one of the moves, you can see him just sort of surprised by it and just sort of staring. And he'll remind you of a rule. And you can move this here, and this piece can move this way. And you just sort of nod. You understand. And you're making these like bad moves, but he explains to you what's the options are, what the rules are, and then he'll take one of your pieces, and you keep doing this, and he keeps sort of staring, and eventually through all these sort of stumblings around, these sacrificing pieces for no advantage, you surprisingly get him in check, and then checkmate. As is almost entirely by accident. And he just sort of stares at the board in disbelief. But sacrificed your queen for nothing. Yes. Did you trick me?
No, just the luck of the Irish.
What's an
Huh.
Irish? I would say if I was there.
15 gold it is for the bag.
Man, he's flabbergasted.
Thank you, D-Train.
No
Arky
problem.
gives a quiet round of applause.
Am I close enough to where my
And-
clapping would be heard?
And on that, I pull out my lute and start just strumming a song about being a jack of all trades.
All right, roll your d20, your performance. Kind of will, but you wouldn't have known why you were clapping. You just sort of started clapping.
I'm clapping anyways. I can feel it in the force.
Okay.
You know what? Let's be stupid tonight.
Oh no.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Zatsu's joining in.
That's what I figured would happen.
I mean, Suplex's performance is awe-inspiring. Zatsu's brings the world back to reality.
I mean, that's
Your
what I
performance
figured.
so bad, you're a reality check.
Well, I don't think an 11 deserves a reality check. No. With how you phrased it, it can. Never mind. Proceed.
Looks things. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Well, I am a man of my word. I said if you freed my homie, I'd try this drink that's supposed to make me change colors.
Oh, well, the express purpose of the drink isn't necessarily to make you change colors, but it does. It's a different color from you. I want to see if that's all right, and we'll find out.
And what is the express purpose of this drink if it's not to change his color?
Well, this one is. Pausing.
Meh, it's okay. And grabs drink,
Okay.
chugs.
Oh God.
Roll a wisdom save.
Nah, man.
Oh no.
Wisdom
That's the
save.
spook.
Zini is here. Yes, +3.
I am not.
You are not.
Right.
I was when
has he
it
already
got
rolled?
around to me. I was gonna say what I'm doing
I,
during
I
this time.
just did.
Damn it! I was gonna give you guidance.
I mean, no. I mean, well, I don't know if guidance can save against a save. Doc, what
No,
were
it
you?
doesn't. No, guidance does not affect saves, and I have something else I specifically wanted to be doing during this time if we're spending 2 days here. But I'll wait till my turn.
What were you wanting to do, Doc? So I can at least.
Well, 3 very quick things. One is that based on the strength training we got, I was gonna try to continue doing that.
Okay.
Over time, like just over time.
Sure.
For whatever. Second is I wanted to keep training with Phoebe to do that like tackle, grapple maneuver.
Okay.
Try to train her in that. And the third is I'm going to do the long 8-hour cast of plant growth because they mentioned they rely on farms, and I wanted to help them with that if we're spending time here.
Okay. Cool. That's something to do. Now I refresh to see what D-Train actually did on the wisdom save.
7.
Do you need me to read the 8-hour cast, or do you know what that does?
I think I know what that does. I know well enough.
It basically just helps like crop growth and stuff.
Okay. That's what
everything in a half-mile radius.
D-Train.
Yo.
Wait, do I need to roll for the Phoebe thing or anything? Or?
I will get you to roll in just a little bit for that.
Okay. Oh, that's a 7.
Okay.
Yep, it was a 7.
Roll a. So Hippo's there, Zatsu's there, Legend's there, right? And Suplex is there, obviously.
Cal's is presumably just outside the door, if that makes a difference.
No, he said he was going to the blacksmith.
Okay.
Yeah.
Further away now.
Suplex, roll a d4.
A d4?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 second.
I feel like this is deciding which of us you're gonna hit with something.
It's
3. It was a 3.
okay. As you got bookshelf, because I'll let you determine how you react to this. You ingest this liquid, and as you sort of drink it, your head goes a little bit fuzzy, and sort of blinking a little bit. And you look over, and the first person you see is Darcira, first individual, and you don't know why, but you are instantly terrified of her. There's just strong paranoia that something's going to happen. It's like she's going to do something to you.
To determine a random effect. There's not much more to go on.
And now we'll find out.
I've already been through the thing.
I immediately burst into song, obviously.
Okay. Roll your
Somehow
performance
this was
check.
Not expected.
Yeah, 1 sec.
As Suplex bursts into song, you can see as his shade sort of shift from the current color, which
Not
is
20.
not 20.
Oh, good lord.
Dang, dude.
Man.
It's the correct time for it. I want to make sure I need to check that as I'm doing. As Suplex bursts into song, you can see his shade shift from the normal green, right, D-Train?
Yes.
To a sort of purplish pink.
Magenta.
Yes, magenta.
Wow.
Um, I'm
Oh, I'm no longer a shiny.
you're no longer. I mean, now you're more of a shiny than you were before.
What the hell was that, sir?
Roll another wisdom save, Suplex.
Oh my god.
Give me a moment to decide on Flash of Genius.
18.
Never mind.
As you continue your song, you feel yourself returning to normal and just feeling calm again.
I take a deep breath and then I look over at him and I say, "What the hell was that?"
That you said you weren't concerned with it, but that was I call liquid paranoia.
Oh, he got feared.
Paranoia.
Oh no.
That's why he started singing. Okay.
Liquid paranoia, you say?
That
Yes,
sounds like some good shit.
it works best when ingested.
I see.
Mm.
Works
And
best.
it obviously changed my color.
Yes, it's quite exciting. I have another potion if you'd like to try.
Before you'll get too carried away having a fucking suplex rave party, can I interest you in the ingredient list for that polymorph potion we were talking about?
Oh, of course, yes.
I will hand in the list.
It's interesting. I've really. Glancing over it against like, but how do you? Oh yes, of course you would have to do it that way. Just speaking to himself about as he's sort of scanning down the list over and over again. Quite curious. It's mushroom extract. And the grass from Cycros. Interesting.
Yeah, these potions are weird. Like, the majority of recipients? Yeah, that sounds better than victims. All transform into the same thing every time they drink one, but something weird's going on with me where I seem to transform into a different thing almost every time.
Truly, mate, would you mind if I examined you?
Watch where you're putting your hands, but yeah, go ahead.
Of course, of course. I have 3 potions I'd like you to drink. I want to see their reaction and see how they affect you.
You're gonna have to give me a disclaimer before I just start chugging whatever you please.
They won't. They shouldn't hurt. Well, I don't know because if the potions affect you differently each time, maybe they will. But they should. They don't hurt other people, but they might hurt you. But well, we'll just have to find out, won't
I'm gonna roll a presumably redundant insight.
we? Okay.
Can I start putting the pace on the arrows while he's doing
You'd want to
that?
put it on before you shoot the arrow.
This is now
Okay.
redundant for 2 reasons. I don't think I'm getting anything interesting off of a 6.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's just a spicy mustard.
Then I'll shoot him in the eye.
God,
Shoot your eye out, kid.
Still an arrow.
I don't think you need the spicy mustard to make that deadly.
I mean, it's a different kind of pain right there. He's for the best you can.
I'm searching for his intention, not whether or not he's telling the truth.
His intention is definitely from the best you can tell, he just wants to study you.
I will allow him to proceed.
Okay. Roll 2d20s.
Is this for me drinking the first potion? And just the first potion?
This is technically for the first and the second.
Okay. That's a 20 and a 14. The 14 was first.
Oh, the 14 was first?
Yeah.
Okay, what the hell is this? Oh, that's that. That's good to know. I wish I'd lost that before. I just found a sheet of paper on the ground. As you drink the first potion, you feel your body sort of shifting. You can feel your breath sort of escaping you as you feel on the base of your neck, small slits starting to open, flap.
Okay.
And then you can breathe, but like you can feel like air trying to come through that too, but feeling stiff. It was interesting. And then this one, he hands you a second potion. As you drink it, you feel your body return to normal, and then just feeling more powerful, as though you were strengthened or be advantageous in different areas. Roll a d100 for me.
1.
You're shitting me.
Oh God.
On Ga?
1.
Yeah,
Oh.
that says
Only
one.
100. Okay.
I'm glad I'm not there.
1.
Well,
Can I hide it?
mathematically improbable, but as you drink the third potion, your stomach feels odd. It barely gets down your throat, and the instant it hits your stomach, you feel yourself lunging towards what you really hope is an empty pot.
Arky would know better than to puke in a cauldron. He does not want to ruin potions. He would find, like, you'd try to run out the door and puke on the ground.
There's a barrel.
Okay.
And he puke.
Are you puking or are you pooping?
Oh, he's definitely puking.
Why not both?
Just
I had a song if he was pooping.
it's immediate, like immediately as it hits your stomach, it's like, oh, this has to go now. It's a dark color, almost shines with a purple and a green. It's a little bit of yellow shine. It's really strange looking. You feel perfectly fine afterwards, but you can see this gnome just scratching furiously as he writes on a little pad. Interesting. That's never happened
Is
before.
that supposed to happen?
No. That one was supposed to be just a healing potion. I've had it sitting around for a little bit longer than normal, but it should have been just fine. Maybe it was expired. I've never seen that have that
I'll take
effect.
your word for it.
Oh my
Maybe you
God.
should date these things.
Yes, I think that's a good idea. And you see him like sort of look at a potion and looks like, oh well, I'm not sure what day to make this. I'll get to that later. Very interesting. Let me compile my notes.
That's great.
I am moving on to Doc.
Hi.
I
I mostly just wanted to incorporate what I learned from the strength training into like daily routines. It's
Okay.
nothing as special. Really, it was just wanting to train with Phoebe again and do the 8-hour plant growth.
roll animal handling.
-2.
That's
12. No, that's the way to guidance. Whatever.
Okay. I mean, if you knew you're going to be training her, I'm fine with you guidancing that.
15.
Okay. She seems to pick up fairly quickly what you're trying to teach about at least going in the right direction. Um,
Okay.
she's definitely catching on. And you do feel the training that you did with this quite unusual and bulky gym has made you feel lighter on your feet,
Uh-huh.
and you feel more confident about your strikes and how powerful they could be. The spell does take, you're able to draw the lines in the sand or dirt, the gravel for this spell as you start casting it. Are you casting it from the center of the village?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. People are definitely giving you looks,
That's fine.
as you're doing it, as you're sort of carving into the ground, and no one interrupts you. You are in your small form. You're probably about as tall as many of these individuals, but you're better armored, and you have this large dog with you, hound with you, who they've never seen before. So some of them are very hesitant. The little boy from the day before is definitely watching you in awe.
PP will eagerly accept pets from any
Huh?
curious children.
He he seems to have fun playing with Phoebe, and his sister, while seeming disapproving initially, once she gets licked once, is in love with Phoebe.
Yeah.
So Caldar's the only one who is anyone else who's at the Alchemist want to do something?
No.
My original plan was to make something like my arrows have speed on them. I don't know what the hell you can even do about that.
Uh,
You do not get cocaine arrows. That's not how that works.
I mean, you can put cocaine on your arrows and they will give speed to other things, but I don't think that's what you want.
Wait, yeah, if you
Uh,
shoot me with that, that'd be worth it.
Here, Kelladar, take this.
Can
Moving.
can I can I
Can you?
Here's a different
Wait.
kind of haste.
can I return to green?
Sure, you will return to green over just a little bit of time.
Okay.
Um,
Can I ask him while still sounding just a hair sick? So about the ingredient list I gave you, I imagine you don't have the majority of that in stock.
oh, I have none of that. I'm not even aware what this. I think one of them's Shadowmoor. I'm not aware what the Shadowmoor is. It sounds dark and haunting. Very interesting.
Are you perhaps familiar enough with potion making that you could experiment with some substitutes?
I could definitely make something that's interesting based on these similar ingredients, or ingredients I would assume being similar. But, if I make something, would you be willing to give it a try?
As long as we agree that you're not trying to kill me,
Oh, no.
I will bear this
Perish
risk.
the thought. Perish the thought, not perish you, very specifically.
All right, I'm gonna let you experiment with that. I got something I need to take care of. We'll still be in town tomorrow. I'll give you some time to work on it.
Of course, of course.
Are we leaving?
Yeah.
I'm on my way out. Y'all are still good.
I need to.
I
On
mean,
the
I'm good. Here, I want to search for mushrooms outside,
on the
or herbs or something.
on the way out, I opened the homie's cage again one last time.
He sort of stares at you and then once more grabs the cage and closes it and holds onto it this time.
Now you're just picking on Suplex.
I run out laughing.
Wow.
I'm making final adjustments. Kaladar, as you go to the blacksmith, I
Hmm?
Do I have to roll another con save?
no. At this point, you sort of know, you sort of know what to expect. So you sort of step back as you open the door.
Mhm. Okay.
As you enter, though, it is still steaming hot in here, and you can see this half deep gnome creature.
Creature, he calls him.
I mean, I know what it's. I know the two parts.
Oh, I don't know. We don't know what his name is.
We are really bad at asking people their names.
Yeah,
We
you
are
really are.
really bad at asking people names. We don't give people our names either.
Uh-huh.
How are we going to be well known if we don't do this?
You're right. We're not gonna be well known. We're gonna be a nameless party. That's just what we are.
I think somehow, have you seen the robot recently is going to be more effective than have you seen our Calcos recently.
Did you see the dancing snake lady?
Yeah, we're a pretty eclectic group.
You really
So
are.
Yeah.
all right, now that I'm here, what do I do?
You can see that the smith is making something. He's definitely working on your gauntlets, and the heat from this room seems to just radiate almost from the gauntlets as he pounds on them with a hammer.
Like looking around, does it look like he has like stuff on sale, or if this is more like a kind of commission-based blacksmith?
There's definitely some number of items just on the wall. It looks like like there's stacks and there's piles. Nothing's really organized. Um, it looks like that he doesn't. A lot of things he's making are very small. As he
Right.
does live in a deep gnome village. But
Right.
there's definitely some amount of things that's like there's probably for sale, but there's no like sale. There's no like shelf like here's what's on sale. Like it's just stacks and piles and
Forgot
stuff
to
in
bring my
barrels.
identify with me. Well, I guess. Oh, here I try to just see if I can find anything that would fit me. Like, I'll just come out and say I'm looking for a dread helm because I have a plan.
Dreadhelm,
What?
Yes, the dread helm.
the Dreadhelm.
It's a dedicated Batman hat.
Oh,
This fearsome steel helm makes your eyes glow red and hides the rest of your face in shadow while you wear it. It's the Batman helmet.
it's magical too.
Oh wait, I meant to. Whatever.
Oh,
Like,
it's
I
that.
wouldn't even. Eh. It's like it's white, so I don't think it's too crazy.
Um, you see like different helmets and stuff. Um, there is definitely one which has large wings at the top. Um, but it's a bit smaller than your head.
Uh-huh.
The half deep gnome looks up and, oh, you looking for a helmet? I have one I think is your size. And he pulls this, I'm going to call it exactly what it is. He pulls a skull cap.
A what?
Skull cap. Imagine a yarmulke made of steel with
Hold
a
on,
pair of
I'm
little
googling
wings at
what
the
this
top.
is. That's a flower. Oh no, there it is.
The yarmulke made of steel is not a description I expected to hear today.
Yeah.
It's. Yeah, I'm sorry. What did you call it to describe it better?
A yarmulke made of steel.
You know what a yarmulke
Okay,
is.
I
He
do
is-
now.
I was gonna say he's beyond confused.
I googled what a skull cap was and found something.
Yeah.
Him and D-Train, why you casting confusion?
So
This isn't quite what I'm looking for.
it's that, but it's black and it's got little wings on it, but the wings are just, they look like feathery wings.
I mean, I guess I'll ask if I could try it on.
Yeah, you definitely can.
Since I'm here.
as you put it on, you feel almost the wings slide, and they come around like almost protecting your ears just a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just posting this image. I'm not gonna say for no reason, but I am posting
Oh.
this image.
That's what it is.
That
It's a Thor helmet.
it's the Thor helmet.
Nice.
I was thinking like a Viking Valkyrie helmet, but that just confirms it. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
except it's black.
before
Just,
It
just
fit.
curious, how much would you want for this fine object?
It scratches his chin. Give me 5 gold.
That sounds doable. 5 gold poorer. You know, this is somehow the opposite kind of hat that I was looking for. But I'll take it.
I will create and add it to your inventory between sessions.
So cool.
can we go back to the black? Wait.
And I guess taking that, I would leave and then ask him something. But let's ask you though.
Oh, you're just leaving after that?
Well, I guess I would like take a peek at my gauntlets.
They
But yeah,
are bright red.
and I was like, yeah, like what else is Kaladar gonna get at a blacksmith?
Fair.
He has the gauntlets.
Oh yeah, they're bright red. Look like if you
And
touch them,
I
you
would
might.
ask if there's somewhere I can find cloaks or something around here.
I think Marissa sews things. She made me, and you can see like this little patch he's wearing on his shirt that looks, it's fine. It's like, she does a good job.
All right, just where can I find this individual?
Melissa's, he points, he walks you through and points very specifically at the house at the door you ripped up open.
Oh, all right. Thanks, bud. I walk the other direction away from that house.
Satsu, what were you saying?
I was gonna ask about those goggles that I once showed you, the ones that give advantage on perception.
They would not be down here.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I'm
Darn.
not getting my fucking cloak of transforming today either. Damn you, take or friggin' Doc.
I know what cloak I'll give you too.
Man, oh well.
I know what Keller is trying to be. I know exactly what I'm going to end up making if he keeps letting me just give him stuff.
I mean, like, if it's that cheap, I'm like, you know what? Sure.
Anything else y'all want to do in this day?
Before I forget, I drank 3 potions. You
Mhm.
said the first one gave me temporary gills, the second one made the gills temporary and made me feel stronger, and the third one caused me to vomit to no further effects. What did the second one do, and is it still active?
Uh, it gave you like 5 minutes of strength.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
It's not active
I
anymore.
would-
The long rest.
I want to search for.
I have a
for
vision
something.
charge.
Oh my goodness.
Roll a nature check,
Nature
Satsu.
indeed.
All right.
I heard you.
I'm gonna remember the
Dirty
vision I
20,
had
let's
last time.
go.
We're not gonna do it.
There are definitely lots of mushrooms down here. Some of them are more mushroomy than others. I don't know what word I was looking for there.
Huh?
That's fine. Potent.
Yeah, potent is a very good word that I would definitely be using. You're able to find a number of different mushrooms that you can definitely use for potion making or poison
Sweet.
making, whichever you wish.
Yeah. Awesome. I just put them in my bag and meet up with the others.
Okay. Anything else before second long rest?
God,
I-
I want to do a vision, but I'm not.
Has cheese returned yet?
Not yet.
Catrolius, I
Yep.
know Grandma's not here, but can we say me and him write a spell from each other's books
Yeah.
during this time?
You can definitely do that.
Yeah, and I'll talk to Grandma probably tomorrow, and we'll figure that out. Which ones we take?
Oh,
Sounds good.
we can. Just realized during the long rest, I can change my spells if I want.
Yep.
I am bad at remembering stuff. We all know this.
As
Oh, so
you
am I, don't worry.
as you start to calm down for the day, and the village is already seeming to the growth is stronger due to your spell, Xenia. And the world everyone seems to be in relatively good not light humors. After seeing you around a little bit more, hearing some of the villagers you've been interacting with speak about you. Paper. The elderly deep no, I try to not call him the mayor because that's not necessarily what he is. Comes to where you're staying. He sort of looks at your group and it's like I appreciate the help you've given our people. And Oforge is very happy with the business you gave him.
I'm wearing my new hat, indeed.
Yep. May I ask what your plans are after do you plan to keep staying? Do you plan to take up residence?
We plan to head for the castle.
Of course.
We believe we have business at Galgastani Castle.
Yeah, also, things are kind of really not good on the surface right now.
Yeah, we also need to get up there quickly.
Like I don't think y'all will be going to the surface like anytime soon, but like really don't do that.
Well, I've been here for over 300 years, and we generally do not leave this village. Every few hundred years, we have a youngin who decides they want to go an adventure, and they'll leave with some party much like yourself. But it is not a common event, and it's not one that we ever see them again.
Well, if any of them try feeling like doing that in the next, like, I don't know, give it like a year or two, like, extra stop them.
I'm gonna roll my d20 for crafting purposes because I haven't done that for this day.
Okay.
13 again, I
Oh.
think.
That was actually right. I'm assuming that's
Like,
the way
man, I
Rose
don't want to
too.
make it bad, but it's kind of apocalyptic out there.
I will keep that in mind if one of the youngins makes that decision.
Yeah, we greatly appreciate the hospitality, especially after our questionable first impressions. If that house is not urgently needed in the near future, we'd appreciate if you could keep it open for us. There's a good chance we'll be coming back through here depending on what happens at Galgastani.
Of course, of course. We don't expect travelers very often. It's been 50 years since the last time we saw some. Though of
Damn.
Oh
course,
my.
That's a long time.
he shrugs. It's just a blink.
Yeah.
Just be
Not if, like,
careful on your travels of the dragon. He tends to stay in his own area, but I would not trust him.
With the experience we've had with dragons, I don't trust him either. You're not alone on that.
Yeah, we've seen what he's capable of. I don't think any of us want to mess with that.
As I'm saying that, Nasira's eye is kind of just like twitching, kind of like just from the PTSD she's had.
What dragons are giving you PTSD?
I went down by one.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
You just got knocked out. You
Right.
were fine.
It's not like you
Yeah.
almost died or anything.
Yeah, that's there to save you.
Still PTSD.
Um,
At least a tiny bit.
as y'all take your long rest, your second long rest, which I don't know how many stuff needs to happen. Legend, roll a d4 for me.
I had my concerns about that potion. That's a 2.
Okay. Legend, do you remember what information I told you in reference to the polymorph potion and the number of potions you need to learn?
I do not remember the details on the next step. I know that you said once I knew 4 forms, I could pick out the ones I had, and I think I'm currently at 5 or 6 known forms.
You were at 6.
Okay.
Form 6 is a Tengu.
What? Okay.
Okay.
Did this give me free information?
The experimentation that he did on you gave you the extra information.
Alright. I'm now conflicted. I have had a positive effect on getting a 1 on a D100.
Yo, welcome to my world, bud.
So it was contested, the D100. It was how far you, I mean. But yes.
Tell me later. Let's proceed.
Okay. So yeah, you sort of the study he did on you helped him. He's not able to replicate the potion by any means. But he's able to, at least by studying what your reactions to these potions he gave you and what he knows what they're supposed to do, is able to determine one of your other forms. At the beginning
Okay,
of the
can you get me like the text for the, what was it, a Tango at some point?
Yeah, I'll get it to you after we're done, because I need
Okay.
there's parts of it I already know and parts of it I have to make up as we go. For Kaladar, the next morning as you wake up, the blacksmith has arrived with your gauntlets.
Phew.
As promised, 2 days. They originally were just hard
This
steel
has
gauntlets.
charges now.
You're right. I will explain that to you in a bit. They're originally just hard steel gauntlets, which was what was originally forged.
I have to attune to this.
With the first reforge by the half elf, they got leather worked into them, which gave you the ability to advantage on stealth, or proficiency at stealth. I think, yeah, proficiency.
Yeah, proficiency.
With this new forge, while you're attuned to them, you may spend a charge to deal an extra D8 damage, D8 fire damage, to both whatever you're hitting and yourself.
Okay.
Is that, like, he's barbarian, does that
Yep.
get through rage or not?
It's reduced by whatever amount he would be reduced to, or whatever amount it would be reduced by.
I will take that.
And it's on hit that you use the charge. So you hit something and say, all right, they've been hit, now use the charge.
Kind of like Divine
Okay,
Smite.
cool.
Yeah, like Divine Smite.
You only
I
choose to
have
use it on hit.
Smite now.
They
Fired.
recharge on long rests.
Cool.
How many charges does it have?
2.
2? Okay.
Yep.
Very cool.
Cool.
This was worth 100 gold.
Suplex, as you sort of wake up in your bag, you see Cheese there holding up, once again, a key.
Key.
This one is a fairly large iron key. It looks thick and, for lack of a better description, dull. But in the center, it's got a large. It's about 2-inch wide ring at the end. In the center, you see a small golden crystal.
Ooh.
This was on a nat 20 for animal handling, right?
Yes.
He got us something important, probably.
Yeah.
Like this is gonna be the key castle or something.
I wasn't gonna say it, but that was my thought too.
Through your training with
Does-
Phoebe, Xenia,
Yes.
she's able to begin using her tackle attack.
Huh?
I will write down exactly what that does between sessions because I have not decided exactly. I know what it's going to do, but I have to figure out exactly what it's going to do. I'll add it to the
I
sheet.
was trying to figure out a way to get us to like simultaneously grapple something.
Yeah.
And hold it down.
Mhm.
Grapple might not be the right word. Because
Restrain.
like I can just because I can already like use the basic action to grab. I was hoping for something a little stronger than that, but
fair.
I don't really know what I was going for. I just want something for us to do together.
I know. I have an idea of what it'll.
Okay.
A Phoebe
Okay.
attack that you can attack with at the same time,
Okay.
or a combo attack. You were starting to say something before I interrupted you, Legend.
Did I see the object Cheese brought back?
Yeah, Cheese isn't hiding it. Cheese is very proud.
Okay.
Aw.
Obligatory
No.
Have cheese
identify.
on head.
Boy.
Don't forget to give him some cheese as a reward or something.
I haven't had the chance to, but I was going to. I tapped him on the head and asked him where he got the key.
Cheese sort of points out the door.
Yeah,
Am I
figured
around
that's
when
what-
Suplex asked this?
Probably.
Wait,
I-
I have speak with animals.
I was gonna say the same
As
thing. I
do
can
I.
also
Let's
speak
go.
with animals.
Speak with animals. Go.
I'll turn it on too, just so I can hear it.
I
Why
will
not?
also turn it on.
Also, I can't attune to my gauntlets right now, right?
I'll let you.
On a
No,
rest.
we
It's
we
on
got
a
it
rest.
on-
Is it
morning,
long? No,
yeah.
it's short rest, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
yeah,
attune's
a tuna
short
can do
rest.
it on a short rest. Yes.
All right.
So yeah, if you take a short rest before you leave, you can take it.
Cool.
Cheese, his squeaks they sound loud. Like when you hear him squeaking in, you can understand his words. He's getting across angry flying snake.
Dragon.
Oh, dear God, he stole it from the dragon.
He
Uh,
stole it from the dragon. Okay.
Didn't
So,
say
yeah.
much else. Like it's angry flying snake, fire, cave.
Can I give Cheese a high five?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I pat cheese on the head.
Yo, Soupy. Cheese gets top bunk for a couple days here.
Hey,
I just imagine the adventure Cheese went on, because that cave is gonna be several hours walk for us away.
How did he
Mice
do it?
are not slow.
Man.
Not slow, but God,
Let's
he
turn
went
into
a long
Sonic.
ways
A
away.
one shot of Cheese's adventure now, please.
cheese literally said, "Gotta go fast."
Sonic the
I
cheese
would-
mouse.
Pay to make this a thing.
Give him some Sonic shoes.
Yo, I hold up Cheese like, yo, identify it.
I was going to identify the golden object that
Yeah.
I was not paying full attention to.
That's fair. As you cast identify, it just comes back as a key. The golden crystal appears to not hold any magical properties that you can tell. It-
There's no magic affecting it.
There's no magic effect that you can tell now.
Then yeah, that's all the information I get.
Did we
Can I,
ever
uh,
put the Pokedex up to cheese?
Yeah, I was about to say, can I whip the Pokedex out and point it at cheese?
Sure.
We had the same thought.
Roll animal handling.
Oh God, where even? It's up here. All right, come on, cheese. We've known each other for
Oh.
20 years now.
Damn it.
I'll take a
Yes,
15.
we've known each other for 20 years now. What are you?
Um,
Look,
Zatsu-
the 8-year-old kid would not have asked questions.
Zatsu, what are you trying to animal handling? Are you trying to? You both and Will are both trying
Yeah.
to Pokedex. Okay.
Yeah.
You you're sort of like both sort of struggling back and forth, like trying to Pokedex cheese at the same time. Cheese seems to be hesitant about the Pokedex. He sort of like moves and shifts and looks at it funny as it starts to beep. He sort of moves away from it. Eventually you're able to sort of Caldor, you sort of catch him and trick and Nasira points the Pokedex at him and just says, "The old mouse."
The best goddamn field mouse there is.
Yeah.
Field mouse.
Oh man.
Seems legit.
Somehow I feel like the Pokedex wouldn't know if he was something else.
Bro, I swear to God, if you turn him into a Pokemon and call him a Rattata, we'll riot.
But if he's a Rattata, that makes you youngster Joey?
I
Will,
refuse.
they're nice and they're comfortable and easy to wear.
I don't know enough about OG Pokemon to know what this means.
Shorts.
George.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm
your
not
Rattata's in the
wearing
top
shorts.
1% for Rattatas.
Yo.
The two youngster Joey jokes. Where are y'all heading from the village?
Keller, do you
Well,
want
we
that?
would.
It's day 2.
It's after day
think?
2.
Oh, we
Keller,
would
do
be
you want
heading
that
towards
mustache
that
off?
exit.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Like,
I mean, I assume at this point he's washed his face.
Yeah, Caladar
In
has
2
washed
days.
it off by
Okay.
now.
I'll just say like
Yeah.
this is the morning of day 2. The gauntlets are about to be finished,
Oh,
correct?
gauntlets are finished now.
He's got
Are
the
finished.
gauntlets.
gauntlets
I
are
have
already
them.
finished.
And if we
Okay.
take a short rest before we go, I can attune to them.
I would not think we were leaving immediately. I
In
wanted
that
to get
case-
like one more day's worth of crafting done and work with the blacksmith on trying to assemble these pieces of armor I picked up.
In that case, I shall attune to them.
I will let you, while working with the blacksmith, complete that today. Roll a d20 at advantage.
Y'all, someone's gotta
Uh,
get plate or half plate.
So I suppose I
assuming
could
it's
just do the crafting step with the blacksmith, but I also want to spend part of this day working on the armor.
Okay.
And I'm still allowed to do both?
Is it the armor that you're putting back together, or is it the other thing?
I was going to spend the time on my own time in the morning working on the magic item,
Okay.
and then during the evening attempt to work with the blacksmith.
Roll advantage for the blacksmith. I'll let that finish today.
I'm going to Flash of Genius that 7 to an 11.
I said advantage.
This is for the magic item.
Oh, sure.
And then you want 2d20s for trying to put this armor back together?
Yep.
19.
Okay. So I have a very specific version of, is it half plate?
I was gathering pieces of half plate, yes.
Okay. I will. So whose inventory is it going? I'm not gonna ask this question. Is it going to yours?
it will eventually be going to dock, I assume, since that's half the reason I was looking for half plate.
Okay.
'Cause that was brought up multiple times. But yeah, just give it to dock. Skip the step.
Okay. I will add that to docs. I have a specific version of half plate I'm going to give. I just remember what the fuck it's called. You know what? No, I can't do this. I have to just search into this. But yep. Anything else before before you all head out, or
Vision time.
So you want to be drawn on again?
I mean, if y'all are around, I don't know.
are you gonna hide before you take your vision, or like not
I
be
guess
around the rest of the party when you activate the vision?
I'm not gonna hide per se, just kind of like be somewhere else.
Okay.
It'd be
As
pretty
you
funny to just like hid under a bed or something.
as you sort of focus and use your vision, activate your tattoo once more. You are standing outside of a building. It's in a forest. You can see beyond the forest a mountain growing.
Wait, the mountain is actively growing.
No, it's just like growing into the horizon. It's just a large mountain. The vision is a green. The mountain appears to be gray. The building it seems almost just a giant a giant box. There is no door. There are no windows. You see where there would be windows and there would be a door, almost just bars, almost built into this strange wall. And this, in your vision, this building is red.
Okay.
Upon occasion, just regularly, you hear a thunk, 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 and you can see the building sort of quaking. Thunk, thunk. And there's at one point there's just a pause and a lull, and the forest is quiet around you. And then you hear the noise again, this thunk,
I'm sorry, the building is like noticeably like quaking.
noticeably quaking. This new thunk is louder, and the building you can see it's noticeably quaking even more. And you can see, but on the wall nearest the wall closest to you, between these bars that look like they could be windows, but it's just wall behind, and this door that looks like it could be windows, it could be a door, except there's no door, there's just bars. You see cracks starting to form. There's another pause, and then the thunk begins again. And you see chips coming off where this crack is forming. And it quiets again. And it starts again, once again, just as loud. And you can almost hear it echoing in your ears. And then at one point, a fist bursts through this crack. This chips have fallen off. You can see blood dripping off the end. And you have this intense feeling of rage, sort of echoing from this hole. And you smell a scent of death.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was Kalidar earlier.
So y'all know Kaldar has gone elsewhere to not necessarily be around you while having this vision.
He what?
He's elsewhere.
He's got his fucking vision cabinet now.
Okay.
You wake up from your vision, Kaldar, and you've gone away from where the party is, as to not be painted upon again.
It's 2 in a row, my dude. But continue. What's going on? What did I probably damage?
No, you're fine.
I did.
I'll take a look around. Does anyone hear? Anyone see it? Anyone near me?
Uh,
I didn't draw on your face this time.
there's no. So you're. I imagine you went back to like the house you were staying in, and you're just like sitting in the bed.
Yeah.
No, everything around you is fine. There's nothing damaged.
Okay. Almost don't trust it, but alright. We'll rejoin the party.
Where'd you go?
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
That was clear.
I wanted to make sure that was clear.
So what happened?
Oh, nothing.
Okay.
Quick question. Did he share his vision?
No.
Not
No.
this one. The
The other one, yes. It is in Kalidar
Okay.
Visions.
So yeah, I read. So I see you saw Bugs Bunny. What happened?
Oh, yeah, everything is still really not great up there. Pointing at the ceiling above.
Oh, I'm going to interrupt. I forgot to mention something. Very important thing I forgot to mention during the vision that I wanted to mention. Right before the fist breaks through the wall, the sky turns red.
Let me find that spot in my notes.
And like the grays and the gray for the mountain, the green for the trees that you're seeing just turns red, just blood red.
Okay.
I'm bouncing back.
All right, I got it.
Sorry, I forgot to mention something for the vision that's important.
I would assume that Soupy just stayed in the bag and did not ask questions.
I mean,
I mean, I would give a man his privacy, his privacy.
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 So you're not gonna tell us what happened?
No, nothing happened. What do you mean?
Mm-hmm. All right.
And with that curiosity, I'm gonna end the session for the night.
yeah, that's what I expected.
Yeah. So y'all heading towards the castle next round. Cool. Okay.
Well, I mean, I guess we were probably going to the village that's near the
The
tunnel
village
that
first.
leads to the castle.
Yeah. Since I was doing the magic item craft on my own, I assume it did not finish today.
That did not finish today, no.
Am I 1 day away?
You are a number of days away that is probably lesser than it would have been if you had not stayed in the village for a couple of days.
Probably.
Probably. I have to do a
Probably.
quick count.
I did 1 last session and 3 today, if memory serves.
Okay.
And uncommons are 6 days with your rules.
Yeah, so you're very close, yes.
Okay.
Okay. But with that, I'm going to kill the stream. Night chat.
No.
Bye.